off.
Fucking no bullshit.
Just talking back and shit.
Yeah, no, it's good. Oh, you should talk back.
I love it.
But yeah, so I just walked in the door, and Didier and Wickham were here, and he was playing some fucking Sheck West bullshit. Which, by the way, we need to finish editing that video because, like, when you play his music, I'm like, dude, we have a whole video we shot for this fucking guy. What the fuck?
Wait, you shot a Sheck West video?
Yeah.
Where the
You
fuck
should see
is
it. It's sick. You haven't even seen it? We went out to the desert. He rode this. We went to Malibu. We did
For
this
what?
whole, like,
For what record?
Apocalypse Now type video. Just fucking Mudboy or some shit. But then I
Tim said he went dark on you guys or something.
I don't know. He
Wait,
didn't
what?
like.
I don't think he's even paid for it.
But so I turned that shit off because my stereo system. I have a very expensive acoustic system
I see.
that doesn't cater to shitty bass music. Or I mean, I shouldn't say shitty. I should say it doesn't sound like that kind of music doesn't sound. I mean, I didn't really even sound good in my car. So I put on some fucking Rush, Paz, Psychedelic Furs. What was the first thing? Africa and Talking Heads.
You played Talking Heads, Psycho Killer.
But yeah, I mean, whatever. That shit, that's, you know.
Sorry.
Because that's the type of shit that
Is this
sounds.
good right here?
Yeah.
Like that?
There you go.
That shit sounds really good.
Yeah, I mean, on your system, yeah.
No, I mean, those records sound great in any system.
I agree, but I just think there's a place for like Sheck West and trap shit.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Mamba, that shit's hard. I heard that the day before we were gonna do his video, and I was like, I don't know what it is about this guy, but I thought
you know he recorded that in one take, first take, the entire song. He just hopped in the booth and did the whole thing.
That's not impressive.
But it is impressive when it becomes a hit.
No, it's
like
that's
if you don't think if you don't think that's impressive, dude, if you could hop into a booth and make a hit in one take, dude.
No, the reason I'm saying it's not impressive is because it's not like technically. No, in my motherfucking home.
But it's like a vibe, dude.
I know it's a vibe.
And the beats
I know it's like that,
and
and like a group of people, everyone's just
Shout out
like.
to Day
And then
Trip.
the producer even talks about, he's like, it's so simple that when you play it in a club, like it becomes like a chant.
I know,
like a group fucking chant.
But it's not difficult to record, and I think you should plug the laptop in because.
It is plugged in.
Why does it say? But yeah, so then Didier was saying. We had he threw a birthday. One of those levels looks like it's pretty fucking loud.
That's you.
On his 21st birthday.
You're already lowered on that too.
Rented a house. You just rented a house in Malibu?
Yeah, it was my 21st birthday party. Rented a house in Malibu. This gigantic, obnoxious house. And I wanted to throw a party like a party you would see in American Pie.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I want to do is throw a party that you would see in America. If you haven't seen American Pie, it's like the most epic, just fucking house party.
What year was that?
This is 2000.
That's funny because everyone I went to high school with wanted to have a party like Project
2006.
X. Everyone was like, let's do our Project X party. They're like Project Y, Project Z.
Dude.
Like, that's so funny.
This party, I'm saying it not like it was an American Pie theme party. I'm saying... I said I wanted to have a fucking crazy party, and I told people maybe 2 days before I was gonna have this crazy 21st birthday. When I got there, it was like 10 kegs. We spent like $5,000 on alcohol, so it was like 10 kegs, 85 bottles. It was just gonna be this crazy thing, and I knew shit was gonna go crazy because at fucking 5:30 p.m., a group of like 40 people walked in who I didn't fucking know. And asked me, yo, are you Didier? Happy fucking birthday. Next thing I know, there's probably, 500, 600, 700 in this house? And Pat just breaks out into a fucking surprise DJ fucking set.
Whoa.
He DJs the whole entire fucking party. There was fucking bonfires in this shit, and this fool has the whole entire fucking place singing Journey.
Yeah. Was it a surprise DJ thing?
I mean, I didn't know you were going to pop up like that.
Huh. See, like, I would play, like, Guns N' Roses.
Whoa.
And then, like, like No Effects, and then like some hip hop, then like some Biggie, then like some Tupac, and then like just like classic like bangers, you know, like feel good
party
shit.
Tunes,
Yeah,
bro.
party shit.
That's dope.
AC/DC, whatever. I mean, that shit's kind of played now, but like back then, this was like the beginning of, you know, DJ Aoki playing.
Dude, 2006, bro.
Banana. He would play at Banana Split at LAX, and he would do shit like that. Like
Banana
he would play,
Split just started.
you know, sunglasses. I wear my sunglasses. Like he was playing shit like that, and people were like, "Oh, what is this?" Like he was starting to really. There was a time when like playing classics in the club was like, you know, like fucking Journey and like
dude, 8 a.m. just like create like it was like the whole mashup. The mashup DJ. Yeah.
Get over the outfield.
Yeah.
Who knows the outfield? But like you were, or like Too Short, or like Paperboy, or like just like weird tracks that like kind of one hit wonders. And he would play a bunch of these songs because he knows music and he's been a fan of music his whole life. It wasn't necessarily that he was so good of a DJ. He just knew like certain tracks to play that would get people like nostalgic, and like also they were like dance tracks, and that was cool. That was a cool time to watch it all kind of happen.
Did you say Paperboy?
Yeah.
Paperboy, all about my Paperboy.
No, like Diddy.
I know it's not that Paperboy, but that's all I thought of. Was just
this is how we do it from the 90s.
Oh my God.
We used to cover that shit.
Really?
Yeah, we covered that, and we covered It Takes Two to Make a Thing Go Right. We covered that in the club, and it would just get hype. I mean, we kind of needed. We needed like something that people knew that we could play, because they didn't know us yet.
I get it.
So
makes sense.
So if you scoot like an inch to your left, no, other way. I'm sorry. Yeah, like right there, like less.
Oh, back a little.
Yeah,
more
because
back.
his head.
Yeah.
What's going on with that? Whatever. It's fine.
Head?
Don't worry about it.
Do you need me to move? Do
No.
you want to pause it? So
No,
we can move?
no, you're good.
Have you ever bought a shirt and not known the band?
No, because my older brother would call me a poser.
Yeah, that's
so
fucking
I feel
lame.
like that's some poser shit.
So
I feel like it is too, dude. I feel like a lot of girls wear like Nirvana shirts and like Slipknot. I'm like, dude, you don't even know. You don't know.
Okay.
Or Rolling Stones. I'm like, you have
100.
no idea.
I mean, they might know.
Okay, what's the shirt you're wearing right now?
This is a Buffet Boy shirt. I bought it at a Puya concert, Ghostman concert.
Oh, it's a group that you like?
Yeah, Buffet Boys.
Okay, well, what if you bought 100 shirt? What do they do?
They're a clothing brand.
Yeah, but why?
What do you mean why? Because they want.
No, I'm saying like why buy that shirt?
Oh yeah, because it
it
looks dope. Yeah,
right. Yeah. That's the same reason you buy a Nuclear Assault shirt, because this fucking logo is fire. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I feel like you get.
I have a confession to make.
You get a pass though. You can wear whatever you want.
Yeah, I can. I was actually just thinking about that. Why is that? No,
I don't know. Like, for some reason, he just gets.
Yeah,
no, it's so funny.
Anyone could get the pass. It's fucking pass.
It's so weird.
I gave Tim like some sweats I bought on Amazon that like had print on them, and Ashley at Agenda was like, "What the fuck are you wearing, fool?" Like some shit I would wear, but like Tim was trying to rock it.
No, like I was just gonna say, yo, if Tim rocked in wearing that shirt, I would clown him hard. But Pat,
I have a confession to make. So I was on Pinterest, and I saw, I don't know why, but Pinterest is always showing me like Chloe Sevigny and like Harmony Korine shit from kids.
Yeah.
Harmony Korine was wearing this shirt on the set of Kids.
Whoa.
So I just immediately went.
Shut the fuck up.
Bought it on eBay. I mean, this is obviously not an original.
No, but it's super
But it's so sick, right? Like
that's why he gets a pass. He just has
fuck you. You were trying to flex like, yo, I don't know. It's just like a band I don't know shirt.
Yeah. Hey, you're only as good as what you steal. And I stole this style from Harmony Korine in 92, which is a cool place to steal some shit from.
No, that's
like
tight.
if people knew what was up, they would go, oh, let me lurk on the set of Kids. Like like 2 decades ago and see what was popping then. Like, dude, Harmony Korine was rocking the fucking cutoff jeans, like the baggy cutoff jeans, and like fucking nuclear assault shirts.
You don't gotta talk to me about him, bro. He's like fucking amazing.
Side note about Harmony Korine,
dope.
you know that.
But even like Casper and all those skaters back then, like that shit was so ill. I posted a photo of like Telly and Casper chilling, and I was like, dude, like what the fuck? Like, why are we rocking tight, high shorts, like fucking, you know? And like tight jeans, and like why are we trying to look corny? And like I guess I can't really even say the word. I mean, look, if you're gay, that's all good.
Gay.
No, I'm down. I'm down with some gay shit. Like if you want to be,
you're down for some gay shit.
100%.
Whoa.
If you're down to be gay, and that's dope.
Wait, how did
Sean?
Did you say I'm down for some gay shit? That means
I did say
want
that.
to do gay things.
No, I don't. Like, I'm not gay, but I'm down for like fools to be gay, like around me. Like that's cool. Like Sean and like Adam, some of Veronica's like best friends are gay, and I fucking love them.
Yeah,
because they're happy.
Why shouldn't you?
They're happy. They're artistic. They rock
they're
like
very stylish.
They're very stylish. They rock like short shorts, but like. Are you trying to rock short shorts?
I don't know.
I'm not.
I tried.
I'm not. That's like not my
just,
style.
It didn't work. I tried.
So like, don't do it then. Like, I'm not gonna do some shit just because everyone else is doing it. I went shopping for.
I might rock some short shorts once in a while.
Didier could probably pull it off. He could probably.
Like my swim trunks are hella short.
My point is that like, when did it go from like kids, which was like fucking dope style, like baggy khaki fucking pants, like skateboards and baggy shirts, to like this corny like.
No, that's still there.
What are you talking about? Comes back around.
No, dude,
bro.
the skater outfit
like
is still there,
now.
dude. What do you mean? Look at how Chalker dresses.
Look
He's a
at
skater.
Jamie,
Look at Nico. That's how
Jamie
he dresses.
Foy
Like that's how they.
Right.
Jamie
but they're
Foy
not.
dresses.
Veronica's dad just showed up. Hey, Dino, let him come say hi. Hey, Dino. Hey, I haven't seen you like in like a couple hours. No, you're good. It's organic, you know? Things happen on this podcast that don't happen on other podcasts. Are you walking with Irina? Oh, here, you can take this.
Real quick.
Oh, what's up?
He ate all Grady's food. But
Did you guys see the bag I left for him?
yeah, but as soon as he walked in, he finished the whole bowl.
Oh, I gotta move that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna remember to put it on the thing next time. Okay, cool. Bye.
Bye.
Look at him. He's going crazy doing spins and shit. Hey!
It's a Shiba Inu.
Go,
Can the
continue.
camera see him?
Yeah, I'm just looking. I literally thought we just did
Wait, I had a quick side note about Harmony Korine. I was wondering if you knew that Mac Miller's Kids mixtape was based on Kids.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You knew that? I was wondering if Pat knew.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I
God.
don't know. Did you?
Like it has clips of the movie in it.
I made a Ridge logo based on that graphic, too.
But were you
I
a
mean, if
fan-
you look at
whoa.
the cover of the mixtape, it's the different color block letters. It's like, that's one of the best some of the best branding ever in a movie. Those
Kids?
different colors. You know, the KIDS.
Yeah.
Yellow, green, red, blue, and inside each letter is a different person's face.
Yeah.
So fucking sick. I made a logo. I made a Ridge logo like that.
So,
And it was like Rudy, me, Tim, Ricky, like in the.
yeah.
But it just never.
Were you a Mac Miller fan?
Yeah, dude. I love the guy.
You know that dun,
the first mixtape.
dun, da, 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 da,
Knock,
da,
knock.
da, da.
Yeah.
That was a
Knock,
Hypercar
knock.
song before it was a Mac Miller song. Boom. That's a sample from David Lynch movie from Blue Velvet.
That's
Oh
true.
wow! Really?
definitely is.
That's crazy.
That's what
Dude, I was
doing.
here. The first
No,
mixtape.
wait. Is it Mulholland Drive or I think it's Blue Velvet? Wait, no. It's Mulholland Drive. It's
Which
Mulholland.
part?
It's the girl they're trying to cast in the movie, the really cute blonde girl. He goes, "You casting this fucking girl in the movie?"
Yeah.
She's singing that part in Mulholland Drive. Dun,
Oh,
da,
gotcha.
dun.
Whoa.
And I'm sitting in my fucking room watching this movie on VHS. And I grab my
course.
MPC and I plug it into the back of the TV and I sample that.
Whoa, that's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Whoa. Reason number 2, Pat gets a pass.
And then I heard
This fool just takes it
and then
down.
I heard Mac Miller's song, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like what?
What are the chances?
It's crazy.
I mean, Mac Miller was sick.
Also, you know that Wiggy Sokka.
Yeah.
Who sampled that? Someone else big sampled that. This
no, it was like a rock band.
Yeah, this rock band. Yeah.
Fuck.
That was another sample.
I have that band.
A really dope sample. Oh, I sent you that.
Yeah, you
that-
sent me the pack.
the-
The album, right?
No, I sent you the song on MP3 because I was like, you should try to flip it.
I
But
love it.
I don't know.
That's a vibe.
But yeah, we were listening to Sheck West shit, and Didier was saying, I mean, you do realize that those, I mean, when I played that in my car, there's really no other way to say it. It sounded like shit.
Yo, it's just the way.
Well, I feel like your
the
sound
way-
system's different.
No, it's just the way hip hop is being produced right now.
I know,
And
it
it's just
sucks.
like the way 808s and shit like have distortion.
What's
and
the way?
flat. Well, like there's like a new like the wave. Like so beats and shit in hip hop to me just come in a wave. And right now when Pierre kind of came out with that Playboy Cardi shit, he kind of had his own little fucking style with it, and with his type of 808s and the type of 808s he uses. And like a lot of the time he doesn't use kick drums, he just uses 808s. A lot of people like got the wave off Magnolia and that whole album. And like that started a whole wave. So that's why a lot of those times when you're hearing
But like X was doing that before.
X wasn't doing the bop the way you just heard that fucking Sheck West song.
It's weird. It's like, it's not
Or like
clean.
all of Dex's shit,
Well,
all that shit.
I thought it was
It's not
because
clean.
their
Like, my
SoundCloud, they're not professionals, dude. They're just fucking kids with laptops.
No, it's not. It's called the Jug 808. I have the
So
fucking 808.
it's intentional.
It's a special, exactly. The whole
Whoa.
shit's
So they just don't give a fuck.
All of Pierre's shit, all of Ronnie Jay's shit, all of Pierre's shit. That shit is intentional, bro. I've heard Ronnie Jay produce super clean records that fucking bang, and they're just that style. But Ronnie Jay
Clear this up for me and Pat. We were talking about Ye on I forgot which podcast a few episodes ago, and we were wondering if he produced it like that on purpose.
Yes, he fucking did.
Why-
Here
Okay,
comes
this
Didier.
shit
Why would
pisses me
he
the
do
fuck
it?
off.
Because I posted that clip
That
on my
shit
Instagram,
burns.
and Didier replied, he was like, he just doesn't fucking know. I was like,
Dude, Kanye,
so
you
what-
think Kanye West, with the team that Kanye West works with, and 10 to 11 people can't get a fucking album properly mixed down if he wanted to?
So
that
what's-
whole sound, the way he created the record, he wanted to be organic. He wanted it to sound like that. He wanted the people
Why?
to think that they created the album in a week because it was a new inspiring way to release records. You released fucking 5 records like that, and it was on the fucking fly, and that's how he wanted to sound, raw and in its rare form, the way he recorded it. He wasn't like,
Okay.
it's not like he didn't have time to get his shit mixed down. He picks those types of ways he wants his instruments to sound, him and Mike Dean.
So just because you said that, now we have to put the clip of me literally saying exactly what Didier just said in the podcast, because I did say that.
You did.
Yes, I know what he's trying to do. He's wanting it to sound like raw and like punk rock almost.
Exactly.
But
Like old ass rock and roll shit.
But that
Ghost Town.
doesn't mean that it sounds. Fuck, I don't know how else to say it.
Okay,
It doesn't sound like good. Like it doesn't sound like that fucking Brothers Johnson record. I
It doesn't
played
have
afterwards.
to sound like Brothers Johnson. And a lot of people, like,
I know it doesn't.
But Timbaland or fucking Dre might, when they first heard Ronnie Jay and the fucking distorted shit he did with X, they might be like, that shit's fucking garbage.
I never said it had to sound like that. I just played that next to it so that Wickham could understand what like a proper, or like what a clean. It's not clean. It doesn't hit clean.
But what's proper?
Something that's not distorting. Something
But
that's
your proper.
No, I love the Misfits.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's
And-
your.
and-
you-
and-
Yeah, I mean, I
no,
don't
look,
feel like just
hold on,
because something's
hold on.
distorted, it's bad.
So look, I love the Misfits.
so
And
do
I love NoFX.
Damn
And
good.
I like that Kanye record,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But they all sound like shit. Kind
Okay.
of, right? And that's okay. That's punk rock. I
Yeah,
like that. Like
yeah.
it's fucked up and it's like, fuck you, right? But then,
Misfits
if you listen to the M83 shit, you're like, whoa, like this shit is like, I don't know what's the best word. I guess the word
electronic versus digital for one thing.
Yeah, I think the word is like sonically clean and like.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's interesting is because you're different in video. Like you don't like clean shit. When it comes to video, you like to throw VHS on there, film grain. Yeah, you're like the opposite. I don't get it.
The reason I love Pat's style so hard on video is because it's so grainy and so grimy.
Yeah,
so that's like why I love it.
But so you're using it there. So how are you saying that's not good?
Well, because there's something about that's, but I like it to be mixed with cleanliness. So like
yeah, but
it's not cleanse.
No, it is like it'll go from like a VHS thing to like the clean shot, and then you see that contrast, and then it makes the shit the good shots look even better. Like the logo, the animation, like it goes to VHS, but then you see the clarity.
It's not all VHS.
No, it's not. You just have elements of that in it. It's just different. Like it's hard to compare the two. But I also want to be open to maybe the fact that like. Being a producer, I come from that, like I'm too close to it, or like I'm not used to electronic like music, like hip hop, which is kind of electronic in a way. I mean, it's digital, right?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not used to that sounding like distorted. So I'm like,
I hear what you're saying.
I mean, dude, I just want it to knock.
Yeah, but shit does fucking knock.
Yeah, but it's like it knocks, but it sounds like
if you listen to an X song, it's super distorted, but that shit knocks so hard.
It depends. Like it just fucking the type of knock he might want is the type of knock that
doesn't sound like giving that. It just doesn't sound like your stereo's breaking.
I don't know.
Actually, have you seen that Ski Mask interview where he explains why they did the distortion?
No, your shit
like
sounds good.
In the early days, like X and Ski were like in the studio and they were discussing this conversation.
Yeah.
And Ski said that the distortion makes it seem more raw and less like curated. Like it's like raw emotion. Like I'm giving you this raw thing.
I mean, look.
And I agree. And Pat actually made a good point. Like we were talking about X. And how like it doesn't have like, and I forgot, it was with no effects, and they have like these dope hooks and these dope like the chorus and everything, and it's like it has like a structure, but like he said, having the structure almost makes it a little softer, and having no structure and distorted shit makes it raw and it just fucking hits you.
Dude, it's just the fucking vibe, bro. It's whatever you like.
Yeah.
It's whatever your fucking taste is. Some people like fucking dubstep. That's dubstep. How can I can't dubstep? Some people like dubstep. Some people like bass. Some people all like that shit. That's the way they like their sound. It like fucking crazy Transformer shit. Some people love classical music. Some people love rock and roll, and some people like fucking trap music.
I like all of it.
Okay,
so like that's actually
let that shit. I mean, I'm not saying you have to like it, but I'm just saying if something doesn't sound sonically there, I don't think a lot of the time it's because they're not trained or educated to make it sound like have huge sonics. I feel like it's an artistic choice that they don't want to have huge sonics.
Sometimes it is because of that, which kind of and sometimes it's not, and that's cool. Like I'm not saying it's like not okay. 100. I'm just saying like I prefer it to sound like cleaner and like hit like clean and like.
Do you think like Drake hits clean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably why he liked Scorpion too. But that's like a clean.
I mean, that Take Keith shit knocks.
Yeah,
like that's another thing. Though,
you know what I mean? Nonstop knocks.
But if you want to talk about like distortion and like dubstep, like that's distorted and it sounds like really.
That shit's clean.
But it's clean. Skrillex.
Dude, you can't even go
that's
there.
So true.
My boy Blank and shit, like in Australia, the bass dudes, these fools are creating these sounds and they're so grimy, but the cleanest
they're
shit
so
in the
clean.
world.
That's crazy.
Like
Bro.
Skrillex is the top. Like, and when he did that Lamborghini shit, it's like. It just knocks. It just sounds clean. It sounds good, but also
it's still distorted.
And I think that's kind of like what I'm going for with the video shit.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? It's like it's clean, but it's also dirty.
Yeah.
He sucked us in and then went back to his point.
No, which is different. Which is different from like
Who's
what
this guy?
That's why he gets a pass.
Yeah, number 3 reason why he gets a pass.
which is different because like you can take Tekashi as an example, right?
Oh, here we go.
His videos look like shit. They're shot on a 5D. They're not shot well, right? That's like shit. That's like not good. But then you can have like someone else like fuck.
Like a higher production video?
Yeah, like the one we use as an example for the Prophets of Rage video. The
Getter.
Like Getter.
Oh my
shit.
God, but that's fucking.
But it's like shitty, but it's
that's
also
Owsla video team and shit. Who made that
so
fucking
those
Getter
are
video?
Those are
I forgot.
examples
that
of
whole
like.
Alsla compilation album is amazing.
Well, there's a company called Savage, like Savage. They do all the effects, and it's just like there's a difference between like good shitty and like bad shitty.
Whoa.
And
I can't believe you just made that point.
yeah, I mean, look, dude,
That's literally like crazy.
and I actually want to go back and renege what I said about NoFX. Like their shit sounds good.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound bad. The Misfits shit does sound bad.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
and it's meant to
Danzig
sound
shit
bad.
does that shit.
No, but Danzig shit's all Rick Rubin, and that shit sounds fucking amazing. That's like quintessential,
That's what I'm
like
saying.
great produced rock and roll.
Yeah.
And then
He's the best, greatest producer of all times.
yeah, and then the polar opposite of that is like Danzig or is Misfits, which is just like, okay, let's
Garbage.
just set up a fucking 8-track in the garage and
Like
fuck it.
Misfits are tight. Though.
Oh my God, I have their vinyl. Like,
Yeah.
and that's another thing. I feel like when I say certain things, like people misunderstand what I'm saying. Like,
Does that happen a lot?
well, because you guys are not appreciating what I'm saying. Which
I'm told
isn't-
I appreciate.
No,
everything
like I'm
you're
not saying I don't like it.
Oh yeah.
Right? I'm just saying that I feel like we should have the ability to like classify it as bad production but on purpose, which is cool. But if you're doing bad production because you don't know any better, that's like not cool, but it's sometimes passed off as cool. Like I genuinely believe that X didn't know how to produce.
he didn't produce it. He doesn't.
I don't give a fuck who produced it. I don't think
Ronnie Jay.
I
Ronnie
don't
Jay.
think,
And
Well,
does
does
he
it
know?
on
Does Ronnie
purpose.
Jay know?
He knows how. to
Yeah,
produce.
he knows. Ronnie
but
Jay.
maybe not.
Ronnie
like,
Jay, his distorted 808s is his fucking signature.
But
He did that Pump Kanye song.
Oh shit.
I love it.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
well that
fucking
I'm a sick
Ronnie
fuck.
Jay.
I like to,
that
you
sounds
know,
I like a
good.
quick fuck.
He did what he. Oh,
He
he
auto-tuned
listen
Lil
to
Pump
this.
and Lil Pump
So
sounds
he
good.
did.
It sounds good.
Ronnie Jay, this fucking past 2 weeks, Ronnie Jay did that fucking Kanye Lil Pump shit. He did fucking kamikaze shit for Eminem, and he
he's
did the
killing
MGK diss to
Okay,
Eminem.
so-
and he does low key shit too. Like my girlfriend was playing Iggy Azalea. And I was
he
like, "What is
does,
this beat?"
bro.
And
He's
I was
a
like,
good
"Oh, it's Ronnie Jay."
Ronnie
on
Jay
Iggy
is a good
Azalea?
producer, bro.
He
Yeah,
is,
it's dope.
he is now.
Yeah,
I don't think he was when he did that first X shit.
fair enough.
Because
I
you
mean,
can-
Denzel Curry shit's hard.
I think. I
you
think.
can learn a lot.
I
in
think
a
when
short
you
period of
say,
time.
Agreed.
I
You
think.
know?
I think when you say that X is like bad production, I like
It's
no.
not bad. It's
I like.
fire.
It's not bad, but like I get what you're saying. Like when you said
Right.
the Skrillex thing, like it's distorted and it's clean.
Yeah.
I kind of realized that I kind of just defend it because I like it so much.
And that's all I'm saying is that we can, I can like,
And I'm kind of like bummed that it's not that
Yeah.
you're not saying it's good, and like
yeah,
that's stupid.
yeah. And I love that,
that
you're.
is stupid.
Yeah.
I
I
like
like-
you're what you like.
No,
Yeah.
I do, but I just
Yeah.
don't like when like it's like this weird thing where like you talk shit about like if I talk shit about NoFX when
I
you
mean,
get a
there's-
little
there's-
defensive.
Yeah, fuck yeah, he'll get
Yeah,
defensive.
exactly. It's like the same thing.
I mean, what are what are you gonna say? Like we have to talk about specifics. It's like you really can't talk shit.
About no offense.
You really can't. I mean, because everything that they're doing is intentional and it's exactly how they want it to be.
That's what X is doing.
But I'm not-
You just
This
contradicted
fool-
yourself.
But I'm not
bro,
really-
You just contradicted
That's
yourself
literally my
hardcore.
argument for
When did I
everything
talk
we heard.
shit about X?
No,
No,
my whole
no, no.
argument on this whole topic was that these dudes are intentionally making their record sound like
Yeah, and then now
Right.
you're saying the same thing for NoFX.
They
And
don't,
that's
but
what-
their shit doesn't sound like shit.
that. Oh, yo, this is a matter of opinion.
It doesn't though.
It's
It
for
sounds
sure a
good.
matter of opinion. But okay.
You guys aren't listening to me.
I like no effect, so I'm not gonna have this argument because
It's
I
not
really
about
like what
it's
they
not
did.
about what you like. It's about being able to differentiate like what different levels of production is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100.
That's all we're doing.
Look, dude, one thing I pride myself on as a fucking producer is sonics. Is making shit sound amazing, making shit sound mixed, making shit sound spread. It's why, since I came to LA and like been managed, it's why things have been working. It's because I fucking care about those things in hip hop, and a lot of people, I'm not trying to hate, don't fucking care about that stuff.
Especially
a lot of
nowadays.
people who are making beats, like a lot of them are in a fucking, there's 10 people, they're all just jumping on each other's fucking projects, and the real fucking MVPs are the mixing engineers that they're sending all the stems to mix down those fucking records. And even some of those, they still don't sound good, as of what fucking Pat's just saying.
Yeah.
But a lot of people aren't going to spend maybe one day to do a beat. They'd rather do 50 beats in a week.
And that's another thing, is like, these are all just like my opinions.
I fucking respect him.
So if I say something, that's just what I think. I'm not saying that it's
That's
like
the gospel, I tell you.
You know, like, even though I think that what I'm saying and what I think is the closest to the actual truth.
This motherfucker.
Oh my god!
He looked at me and
dude.
said it, and I know like this fool for real.
That's
He was
just-
going right, and he just fucking left turns you, dude.
That's so funny. I've like talked about this type of shit with my therapist. Like Rocky,
The movie?
the movie Rocky.
Yeah.
It is a masterpiece. And if you say it's not, it's hard for me to even respect your opinion.
I love Rocky.
I know, but I'm just saying.
can't talk shit
So
on
I've had entire therapy sessions on this subject. Like
Rocky.
Yeah, like, well, and also Stanley Kubrick.
Okay.
So
fuck
like,
yeah.
because people, there's
Clockwork
certain.
Orange,
I just
bro.
feel
It's my
like
favorite
life.
director, dude.
I just feel like there are
Also, Kanye's favorite.
there are certain things. It's hard to like put a truth on like art, but I feel like you kind of can.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Me and you had
And I feel like you need
no,
to.
me and you
There's
no,
a need for
stop. Me and you had this conversation. Me and Pat had this conversation. I think you were in the fucking studio when we had it, and it was a debate that just went back and forth. I don't fucking believe you could say something is fucking needs to be at this certain level of being good in music. I think music could be taken as art, and whoever wants to fucking say it.
Yeah,
I don't think you can go as painting and look at a painting and be like, no, that's a fucking better painting.
No, but like here's this.
I know,
no,
but
you're right. You're right. But Michelangelo and like Stanley Kubrick and like Pink Floyd and like there are certain bars, like Andy Warhol's cool. Like it's dope. It's great art for what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not like on the same level as Bernini, and that's why like this subject is tricky, because
I hear what you're saying.
you can like not like Rocky, because like I have a friend Chris, and he doesn't really appreciate Stanley Kubrick because he's in more of a modern, like he likes newer shit, right? So
Yeah.
when he goes back to watch like Full Metal Jacket,
Yeah.
like he can't really get into it.
slower
and like that's cool, right, for him. But I do like the idea of being able to put certain truths on, like Stanley Kubrick. He just is a great director.
I can't argue.
He's a director. in
I
the
can't
purest form.
argue, and,
I
like,
I feel like,
And that's like a truth that I feel like no one can really argue. I mean, you can have your opinion and you can say you don't like him, but you're wrong.
You know what's crazy about
Right?
this?
You're wrong.
listen,
yeah, I know, and
listen.
I totally agree. And like, I feel like art is subjective, but if it was, everything would be so boring. We'd just be talking and be like, yeah, it's subjective. Whatever.
So
like, you like
I
your
like
shit,
to-
he likes his
right.
shit, I like my shit. It would just be boring.
But that's like an
the,
opinion.
the
but
fact that
I-
there's like hierarchies and there's like good art and there's like bad art. We could like talk about it. And
But
like,
there's even, like,
that's why
good-
it's dope, is because there's art that's better than other art.
But I was just gonna agree with Pat and saying, as I said that thing about music, I find myself saying, "Yo, movies are shitty all the fucking time." That's just
some-
not a good
like
fucking movie.
like
Well,
Crazy Rich Asians.
I never saw it.
Well,
So bad.
some are though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what you're saying is like, yeah, I guess there should be a fucking like if some
Yeah.
song's not fucking produced well,
Right.
It's not fucking produced well,
Right. So
And-
I can't be like that on one side of like
Yeah.
for music, but not
And-
like that for another form of art.
And I was the
That's
Anthony
bullshit to me.
the Anthony Fantano guy I was telling you about. He's this
Yeah.
dope music reviewer on YouTube. He's so ill, like he knows everything. And he was talking about like someone asked him like, if the song is good and the production is bad, do you still like the song? And he was like, well, that's a hard question, but at the end of the day, this is an audio art form. And like it has to sound good because it is sound.
Oh my god!
And
I
they're
was
kind
just-
of failing the purpose of being an audio art form by not having good production.
But what if the beat sounds like shit, but the vocals sound great?
Well, that's like a good actor performing in front of a soft camera.
No, bro, because I'm just saying, I'm just a huge believer, and I'm a fucking producer, that what makes a fucking song is the fucking vocals of the fucking song. All right? That's what, to me, what makes a fucking really dude.
I'm actually the
To me,
opposite.
from
I think the beat,
because of what you're listening to. That's exactly why. Because hip hop is a fucking driven art form on fucking drums. So if you have a shitty fucking whack beat in hip hop, it's just not gonna fucking flow right. The bounce isn't gonna be right. But a fucking timeless commercial fucking song, it could be a little distorted, it could be whatever. But if the fucking vocals, that melody, those fucking bridges,
like
that
Ghost Town.
pre-core sounds fucking epic. My fucking girl listens to music and she doesn't fucking know if a song is mixed right or mixed wrong,
totally.
but she's gonna remember this iconic fucking song in her head.
Yeah,
very true.
but we do.
That's cool. I see both sides of that shit.
And it can
That's
still
why I'm
be
arguing.
it can still be great, right?
The song could be timeless.
But we can still say that the production's not great. We can still say that, and the song can still be good.
yeah,
I
they
just
just
feel
don't
like-
give a fuck these days, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
I
so
don't- They do give a fuck.
Even like the XXL freestyles. Like,
No,
have you heard
they-
them
they
recently?
don't. They
They're
don't.
so the XXL
that
freestyles.
Mamba, that Sheck West song we were just listening to, that Chippy Chip
that's
song,
not. Yeah, that's not Mo Bamba.
that's not. It's not produced well. I'm sorry.
But it's like it's kind of like dope that they don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
like
it is.
even on the, like
It
on the
is dope.
XXL
It is
freestyle,
dope. It is
like
dope.
you could compare the freestyles of like 2018 and 2017 to like Mac Miller and
Oh, you
Kendrick.
don't-
Like,
I don't have to.
It's
It's
uncomparable.
Yeah.
And then like you think like why? And then Juice WRLD will rap for like an hour straight on
I
know.
saw it with
And
Corday.
but they're actually like really good rappers.
They just
and then I'm
don't
like
want it.
they just don't give a fuck. They don't care. They'll just go completely off the top and say the same
you
shit.
know who's like the
Diamonds on my
epitome?
wrist.
Listen,
Diamonds on my
listen,
wrist.
I'm
Diamonds on my wrist.
I'm a fucking keep it 100 with you. Not every fucking rapper out here that's just doing melodies and shit can rap like Juice WRLD. There's a
Yeah,
lot.
no,
There's
that's
a
true.
lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
these
yeah.
motherfuckers that just can't rap. Good.
No, it's true.
It's just the bottom line is that's not what they just can't do it. Juice WRLD's sick because
Well-
he just whipped out that freestyle and can do it.
Well, Wiz Khalifa's admitted he can't freestyle for shit.
Exactly, but it's not. I'm talking about just spitting,
just
like
spitting.
spitting rhyme, lyrical miracle, fucking Eminem shit.
Spiritual individual.
Yeah,
So
you know what I mean?
that's sort of like the point of the whole thing is that ever since Soldier Boy and Little B,
The bass god.
so
started
no,
it all.
these are the
Going
gods.
there.
I
He's
love how
going
he
there. I
just-
can't believe he's going there.
What
dude.
made you say
What'd you
this?
say? Wait,
'Cause this
go,
is a
go,
known
go.
truth.
No, he's
Ever since Soldier Boy and Little B came out, they changed something. They said it's okay to sound like shit. This is punk rock.
So
this is
amazing.
ignorant rap. And we have money and we don't give a fuck. Everyone else is like following suit. And we are in a place. Let's get one more. And I think that because of that, we are in a place where the production and the delivery of the vocals and all of it is it's for lack of a better word, shitty. And it's supposed to be, and it's okay to be shitty because that's where we're at.
I mean, there's some dope shit out.
No, it's not. I'm not saying,
Yeah.
dude. We were tripping on Soldier Boy a little while
Yo,
ago. Like it
I
just,
lo- I-
it's like almost like a troll.
But I love.
No, it's like, I get it.
Wickham,
I get it.
I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
100. The fact that he just said Soulja Boy and Lil B.
I know.
And it's a known fucking thing.
Yeah,
That
I
Lil
was-
B, Soulja Boy is like, they're like
Bro,
top of the top for a
hold on a
lot of these
second.
new rappers. You know that?
Yeah.
let me just
That-
say
like
this.
Wayne,
But Lil Wayne's number one, though.
dude, one
They're-
forever.
all of them are clearly all influenced
Here,
by Lil Wayne.
just-
It's so obvious.
Trip on this for 1 second. We're in Cinespace.
Okay.
DJ Aoki is DJing.
What's Cinespace?
Cineface is like a dope ass club.
Cinespace
Didn't
was
act
okay,
Mondays.
like 7 or 8 years ago when like, or maybe 9 or 10 years ago when like the DJ craze was like just starting. DJ Am was like popping. DJ Aoki was DJing a lot. It's right when Soulja Boy came out.
When LAX was
Wait, what was the song? Soulja.
Ooh, crank that
Crank that
Soulja
Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Crank that
Dun,
Soulja Boy.
dun,
Okay,
dun.
that song dropped.
Started trap,
DJ
too.
Aoki played that song in fucking Cinespace. This is the first time I ever heard it. Kanye
Yeah.
West was there. Ange took a picture with him. He was at the club right there, like he knew he knew this was right about the time when he did that. This was right about the time when Kanye collabed with Daft Punk.
Oh, yeah, for
and he did Faster,
Graduation.
Stronger. He
Yeah.
knew something is happening. There's a groundswell happening.
Yeah.
DJ AM, Banana Split, electronic music, electro
Yeah,
rap.
yeah.
Something's happening. They dropped Soulja Boy, and the fucking place went crazy. And I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is like so dope, but like it sounds like shit."
Yeah.
But it's hard.
And I was like, "This is so crazy." And it was like, I saw that happen. We were hypercrushed, handing
Yeah,
out
100,
mixtapes. We were
yeah.
leaving mixtapes all over the place in that club and in Banana Split. Right before we got signed, we saw the whole thing happen.
That's so
but it
sick.
wasn't like
What
we
year
weren't-
was this again?
2007
Okay.
or 8 or something.
You were saying.
But we weren't whenever that song came out. I don't know, but like we weren't watching this happen from like your perspective. We were like in it. We were producing and competing with all these people. So we were watching Little B and we were watching
Yeah,
Soulja
100.
Boy and we were like, whoa, this is crazy. But we were on the other end of the spectrum where like quality production was important because we were competing with Daft Punk and Busy P
Skrillex.
and Justice. Skrillex wasn't
Yo,
even out yet.
I was just,
Skrillex was still trying to be
you're
Sonny
tripping.
Moore and low key.
2006 French Electro, fucking Skrillex was still in from first.
I mean,
to
no,
last.
dubstep was dubstep wasn't even really like a popular thing yet. It was still happening.
No, French Electro, bro.
No, but it was still super.
I was 10 years old, so my memory's hazy.
But it was still super underground. But like, I'm not just saying this shit from like someone who hasn't been watching it.
100.
And I just feel like when I say that, like Tim is right there with me, you know, because he was an A&R at the time, and we were actually low key trying to get him to sign us to Warner Brothers, and we ended up getting signed to Universal. And I was like, dude, I fucking told you, dog. It was crazy. It was such a crazy time. But like,
so funny.
but when I say that the production sounds bad, and he's like, yeah, I get it. Like, there are certain things I understand about it, and I get why people fuck with it. But we all need to at least be able to agree that we're in that time when it's like certain things sound good, like the new Drake and like that new Kanye song, and dude's getting better.
But
But
there's
like,
some songs on Drake that just sound like just some average shit.
yeah, but they're not like sonically
Like, he, like, made it while he
distorting.
was sleepy.
And,
Yeah,
and
there
even
is.
even
What?
that.
He made it while he was asleep. Like, dude, like,
No,
like,
no, no,
dude,
no.
like
Let's
sicko
not go
mode.
there.
He literally has a verse where he's just like, I just took a. He talks about taking a Xanax on a plane, falling asleep for the whole flight. And I was like, wait, what?
Sicko mode is so fucking
Oh, it's a great,
hard.
it's a great
Yeah,
song.
thank you.
It's
And
a,
that-
it's a
and
fucking
that
amazing song.
And that fucking beat, like that shit is hard.
No,
Yeah.
dude, it's an amazing song. I'm just saying how funny it is that he's just talking about taking a Xanax on a plane, falling
Shit's
asleep.
crazy.
Well, why is that funny? That's like
It's just
that's
like
all like Little Pump
That's what they
ever
do.
talks
I know,
about.
but it's just about like that sounds like a normal thing, like a white housewife would do. Is like I took a Xanax on a plane.
No
'cause it
way.
gives me
You know what?
anxiety
You
and
know
I
what
fall
someone
asleep.
told me is because like Drake's never spit a rhyme about like popping pills and shit like that. And a lot of people are telling me when he spit that fucking line that it was like Drake's still trying to like keep in tap with like
He's
the
a,
young cool
he's a
kids.
culture vulture.
He's like, you know, I mean,
Whatever.
A lot of people
That's-
say it. I'm not gonna. A lot of people say it. I think he's crazy talented to be where
I
he
think
is.
he's great. I think he's
as
great.
like an artist of like where he started to where he's gone.
I mean, it's just like X is like the Kurt Cobain of our generation.
Yeah.
And
Fuck yeah.
And
So happy you said that.
Yeah, no, but like Kurt Cobain had like Butch Vig producing his records, and they fucking sound incredible. They're sonically amazing. There's 4 different things happen. There's bass, drums, guitar,
Bro, it's just-
harmonies. There's real fucking vocals happening. I mean, it's just there's vocals that are, I don't know. It's just different, and it's okay. But I'm just here as an observer going like, wow, like shit really has changed, and it's really gotten dumbed down to like a whole new level. And it's just hard for me to like
I see
fully
what-
get
I
on
get
like
what
when
you're
Tekashi-
saying.
when
No,
Tekashi,
I
like-
get where he's coming from.
No,
Yeah,
totally.
that's it.
I agree. But like Tekashi goes from like his shit to like Fifi because he got big, and then that was like a nicely shot music video, like on a red and like good lighting.
but this is-
and then like the beats really like sounds
I
good.
hear you, but
because
I
he
hear
got
you.
big enough to afford that shit.
But what
you know?
you're saying right
Well,
now,
he's been big
but what
enough.
you're saying right now, it's like from Fifi or fucking whatever. He's not even talking about that. He's just talking about, to me, it's a huge point, is the art form of making music. Mm-hmm. Okay? And I'm not trying to be a hater because I'm fucking in it.
Yeah.
Has been dumbed down.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It has
Yeah,
been.
yeah, yeah.
An
But-
audio engineer, what an audio engineer used to be, they used to have to fucking like engineer all these different fucking instruments.
They really had to know
them,
their shit.
run the manual shit, run all the analog amps. Like it'd just be fucking insane to make a fucking guitar sound the way it does.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And now it's like, yo, I got a fucking laptop, I got some dope monitors,
got my Asus.
and I have 100 gigs of plugins that sound the way they do. So the process and creativity of making music from like keep it real instruments is just different.
yeah, no, I agree.
And Eminem was talking about this with Sway. If you guys saw that,
I haven't
interview.
seen that
I was
yet.
listening to that last night. It's pretty cool. He breaks it down he says there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians, you know, and there's like everyone online is like putting shit out, and it's just like things are different, and it's just. I really like that album, that Kamikaze record, and
Damn, that makes sense. There's too many.
Did you
Chiefs,
like
huh?
it?
yeah, everyone's a producer, everyone's a fucking DJ, everyone is a
Yeah.
critic, and everyone's posting their shit
Yeah,
online.
yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
has a shot, and
Yeah.
you can be loud with your brand. I heard somebody say the other day, I was talking about mastering your craft, and I said, what craft did Little Pump master? And you know what the kid said?
What?
He mastered the craft of branding.
It's true.
100%.
Boom.
Yeah, it's true.
Because that's the time, that's the day and age we're in.
Yeah, it's a fucking 100%.
And like
true.
he branded himself in a
killed it.
way that no
Yeah.
A&R
I don't know
could.
how that even happened.
No A&R,
It's crazy.
no
I
suit.
remember his early days, like him getting big was like literally he would put like AK-47s in his mouth. Do you
Oh,
remember
really?
that? Dude, yeah, that and like no one knew who he was. Like, who's this little pump guy who's got these guns in his mouth?
First of
And,
all,
like,
that name,
Yeah.
the no A&R from no label
Yeah.
in a suit would have ever co-signed anything he did or would have thought of it. There's no way it could have happened. Only a really smart kid could have done that. And that's why he's working with Kanye. And that's why I fucking love Kanye so much, right? He's in the studio with Tekashi, and he just did a song with Lil Pump. While people like Eminem are fucking hating. It's like
my chick said it, dude.
It's like
just
love.
but Kanye's just trying to be. My chick said
No, no, no.
Kanye's just trying to be relevant.
no, he's
He-
not trying
he-
to
he
do.
kind of is.
You know what he's trying to do? He's
Bro.
trying to bring.
I love Kanye.
He's trying to bring his flavor and his art form
I agree.
to the masses.
I agree.
Which is what any artist should do.
Yeah,
And he's
any good
approaching
producer.
he's approaching every scenario with like an open mind and like love, and like he says in the Kanye does a podcast with the dude who wrote American Psycho and
Wait, what?
I need to listen to this
dude. Where's
podcast.
this
What the
podcast?
fuck?
Oh yeah, he talks about getting younger every time he puts out an album. He's like, when I put out 808s and Heartbreaks, I was like 14. And then when I put out, what was the next album?
Was it My Twisted?
Wait,
He's like-
after
Dark-
808,
is it Dark
it's
Fantasy?
Dark Twisted.
He's like,
Yeah.
when I put out my Dark Twist Fantasy, I was like 8. And then when I put out
Jesus.
the next one, I was like 5. And then I was like 4. He's like, I keep getting younger as I put these albums out. And I want to be like, I want to unlearn shit. And I want to be open. And
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
fuck, it's one of the greatest podcasts ever. It's a
Yeah, I
2-part
need to listen to
podcast.
that.
Well, no, it's
Sounds amazing.
it's who wrote fuck, man, this guy's got an 8-digit
It's all
passcode.
6s, bro.
Oh yeah,
Ridge,
but you got to
come on,
change it
dude.
to you got to change it to 4.
The look of despair on his face when you try to put your passcode in.
I was waiting for it, but I was.
It's like funny, right? When you
So
need to.
so when he released, yeah,
Oh yeah, so
he's
it's
like 6
it's the-
months old.
It's a Bret Easton Ellis podcast.
Oh shit!
It's a great podcast.
Yeah,
he doesn't do a
that
whole.
fool's out there.
He doesn't do a whole lot of them. He's a really incredible gay writer.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And he has a dope perspective.
His
on-
Twitter is crazy.
His Twitter's crazy, but he talks to Kanye for a long time. And I don't think Kanye's like trying to do anything. Like he's just
being
doing
Kanye.
him, and he's approaching all these scenarios with like love and an open mind.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100 though. Like people I could say that, but to me, there's Kanye who's like progressing.
He's
trying to
always
progress
worked
with
with
style, with everything.
That's
but
true.
then you got like these other rappers that maybe not trying to do what Kanye's doing, and like being like, yo, Kanye's just trying to stay relevant while they just slowly fade into
Dude,
irrelevancy.
if
If you think about it, that's the truth.
Yeah, I really appreciate what Kanye's doing with like the love and the positivity.
Yeah.
So do I.
But like I had to face a hard truth is that like I feel like he's losing touch with the youth culture. Like Life of Pablo was like insane. Everyone was playing it. Ye like just didn't like hit like
Because
that.
of his rollout.
Everyone was wearing the Pablo shirts.
I can tell you
like-
why, because of
dude,
his
everyone,
rollout.
Everyone was at the concert with the stage in the air, like singing all.
Wait, what are you talking about? Everyone wears the Montana shit too.
All his Yeezus
Not
shit
really.
sells, bro.
I wear it, but like not really, dude.
But I hear no. But I'm saying
like
Pablo was
like for example,
why do you
like
think that
like
is,
Odd
though?
Future. You know who's headlining is Kids See Ghosts. And I was asking my girlfriend, I was, you want to go? She's like, I don't know. I was like, but Kids See Ghosts. She's like, I didn't really feel it. And then like it hit me.
Shut the fuck
she's
up.
She's like the perfect person to be like the average music consumer.
That's how my fiance.
And
is.
like I use her as like a good like because she's just
Okay.
like an average consumer, right? And she's just
My
like
fiance's
it just
average
didn't have like anything that and like
And?
in hindsight like
still talking.
in hindsight like it was like yeah I feel like he lost touch. Like Life of Pablo was amazing.
my
was a
girl,
cultural phenomenon.
my girl's an average consumer. I test a lot of my music
Yeah.
on my girl to like just what's pop sensibility. She fucked with it hard.
So did Veronica.
She
but
fucked
check-
with it. But now I'm saying is my girl because she's my girl and I'm in music, not the average consumer.
No, hold on. That's fine.
She hears
Probably
everything.
not.
That's fine. What does your girl want to see? That's the question. Watch this. I don't know. Because there is nothing else. Because it's oversaturated and there's too many options and there is no Kanye right now.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of different fucking things happening and there's
True.
just too many
Yeah.
and it's like it's just too much. It's
Yeah.
like if there was somebody, it would have to be him.
Drake.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Or
though.
Drake.
You know what? After going back to what you're saying, if you told me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that Kid Cudi and Kanye were doing a concert together, that shit's probably anything anyone would ever be talking about.
Right.
And
But
no
And
one-
like
did
no
you
one's
guys even
really
know
talking.
that he was
I
there?
knew it was because I freaked out about that lineup, but I don't hear anyone else really wilding
Okay,
out.
but so this
It's because
is
the kids don't care.
This is why
The kids don't give a
kids
fuck,
care
and
more.
it's
You tell me
sad to
kids
see.
care more about like Smoke Pert than they do Kanye.
yeah, but they don't even really care. Like this.
I mean, I might say yeah.
This just goes back
I
to
don't
the
know, though.
this just goes back to the
I
conversation.
mean, have you talked to a 13-year-old lately?
Yeah.
They're crazy.
I
Yeah.
told this crazy story. Who was that girl? Was it Carlos's daughter?
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
Jamie.
how old is she?
Dude, was
How
that
old
the
is
girl
she?
that was talking about X?
Oh
and I
my-
was like,
it blew
I was
my
watching
mind.
that story and I was like, what the
It
fuck?
blew my mind. How old is she? She's young, right?
Yeah.
She's
She
9,
knows-
10,
she
and
knows too much.
And she was talking to me about Cole Bennett and X.
She
and
said-
I was like, how do you know this?
She said her favorite artist was
Cole Bennett.
Wow.
And I'm like, because she thought Cole Bennett was a dude that made music with X.
But hold on, the crazy thing about that is Cole Bennett basically has his own label.
Yeah.
He's
Lyrical Lemonade.
He's basically
He's a gatekeeper.
Yeah,
he's
is.
a gatekeeper of
Right
modern
now
music.
he is.
But no,
Him
yeah,
and
like
Adam, him and Adam.
in some ways, yeah.
Adam, he had the No Jumper podcast.
Jumper.
They're gatekeepers of modern music.
So like you know how like Tekashi goes like new Death Row, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like Cole Bennett's the new Death Row.
Yeah.
Cole Bennett's the new fucking, Aftermath or what's a good
Is
example?
Lyrical Lemonade a label yet?
I don't know.
Dude, hold on a second. What is a label? They're better than a label.
A label to me is Spotify, Apple Music.
That's it.
You know,
playlist,
but I think
playlist.
or
I
Lyrical
think-
Lemonade.
That's
I
it.
think
But
Cole Bennett.
if you get him to do your video, he'll post it on his thing, and that's distribution.
I hear what you're saying.
I
That's
know
distribution.
Cole Bennett
Boom.
is a gatekeeper, but I think Adam 22 is much more of a gatekeeper.
Oh yeah, he's another one too. But like
He's
Cole
bigger.
Bennett, no. But Cole Bennett will make your video, and he'll have people see it, and he'll throw the festival, which is going to be popping big time in the next couple years.
Gary V, you listen to the Gary V podcast, huh?
Gary
No.
V loves Lyrical
Dude, he
Lemonade.
fucking loves Cole Bennett.
He's a fucking genius.
That's what Gary V says too. He's a label.
Yeah.
But
what
what has he done lately?
Cole Bennett?
he just threw some festival.
He hasn't been that. He kind of fell off.
It's not.
What-
this,
but hold on,
This
dude.
is going back. It's not that he fell off.
God.
There's just too many
He's-
fucking options.
Kanye
There's
puts
too
out
much content.
Kanye puts out 5 relevant albums, and a month later, Wickham's like he's out of touch.
Like I said, yo, nobody's
Who the
really feeling
fuck?
Kanye.
They were not relevant. Tiana Taylor is not relevant. Nas
Yeah,
is
it's-
not relevant. Pusha T is not relevant.
Shut up. Push it.
None of those people are fucking
I hear
relevant,
what you're
dude. They're all
saying.
old and irrelevant fucks, and no one cares.
Who is
A
relevant?
lot of people were hating that Big Sean didn't get one of those.
Dude, no,
Wait,
none of them were
hold on.
relevant, dude.
Who
Let's
i-
not kid ourselves here.
Who is relevant?
Right now, you're
Drake?
Drake.
Wow.
Drake is relevant. but
Drake's
if you want to
always
go,
relevant.
I'll tell you.
He's good at that.
I'll tell you
He's the king.
I mean, you go fucking
but-
Perps. You go Perp. You go Tekashi. You go
Tekashi, for
Lil
sure.
Pump. You go Trippie Red. Then you got fucking Travis. Will always be fucking relevant. Travis Scott is fucking relevant.
And Kid Cudi isn't.
Cudi, but Travis Scott, like they all bat for Cudi super fucking
Honestly, bro, like I think that like
hard. They're relevant.
I just think that the bottom line is we're trying to view the culture from like an old lens, and like the way it is now.
It depends. I'm
No,
not.
no. Yeah, we can't help ourselves.
Okay.
Like it's so fast and so oversaturated that what we think is relevant is based on like this old idea. And like I think you're wrong. I think that like Kanye is relevant, and what made him relevant was
Wait,
like
you don't
the-
think Kanye is relevant anymore at all? I
No,
get
he
what
is relevant.
I get what you're saying. Like maybe lost the fire from like since Pablo, but to say Kanye is like not relevant,
Is
and
at-
how many fucking people that are popping now, right now, is because of Kanye.
Well, he's like he's relevant in the sense that he'll make TMZ headlines every week, but like no, his music isn't relevant. Not
yeah,
Ye.
but what? Yeah, but hold on a
Kids See
second.
Ghost
But
isn't
that's what I'm
relevant.
trying to say though.
Like-
Bro, I'm a fan. I have a Wyoming shirt and a Kids See Ghost shirt. Like I fuck with it.
Yo, I'm not.
just
I'm
saying
not
the kids,
fucking saying there's any right. You can
kids-
think whatever the fuck you want.
the kids
you can
are
like it or
dude,
not.
and it makes me sad. I wish they were, but they're not. They don't care.
Did you fuck with the album?
Yeah, it was good. It was great
But how do you know what's relevant?
because I'm in touch with the
Okay,
culture.
so what is relevant? Travis Scott.
We told
Yeah.
you what's
And-
relevant.
Travis Scott is fucking relevant as
so
fuck right
okay,
now.
yo, I'm just.
And I think Astroworld is better than Wyoming than Ye and Kids
So do
See
I,
Ghost.
so do I.
I think
So I think-
Astroworld is better than all 5 of those.
I think Astro's the
Combined.
best thing to come out since the Kendrick's Damn. In
100%.
my fucking opinion.
I think it was the best thing to come out since fucking Life of Pablo.
But I don't even think Life of Pablo is that good.
Whoa.
Yeah, but we're not talking about our opinions.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
what?
we are. That's all we are.
That's the problem. That's not what we're talking about.
Oh, we're talking about the culture.
The culture.
Okay,
and
you're
what's
right. Yeah,
relevant.
yeah, yeah.
We have to keep our opinions out of it. I don't
Okay,
like
okay.
any of
No,
this
but
shit.
what's
Then in that
what's
case,
relevant?
damn.
I just
I'm
told you
listening
is
to
Ken-
fucking Mark Knopfler.
Okay,
I
but
don't like any
I'm
of
tell-
this shit.
I'm telling
None
you
of
what's
it.
relevant.
I think it's
I-
all shit.
I told you the artists who are relevant right
Okay, cool. So it's just different. It's just different. That's all it is, you know?
it's hard to
Like
say
Little
relevant, dude.
Pump's a master of branding. So how can you say that Kanye's music isn't relevant? Being relevant has little to do with music nowadays and more to do with being on the TMZ headlines. That's the thing.
Oh, he's got a point.
Yeah,
so it's
but
like you're basing some shit. It's different. It's just
his
different.
brand is broke down.
But
too,
you don't
dude.
know-
like his brand. Like I understood what he said in that TMZ interview. He was saying some amazing shit.
Well, that's
people
just
don't know that.
Well, that's just
People
because
just think he's a Trump
Crazy.
supporter, dude, and he's like a fat old Trump supporter. If you look at Childish Gambino's music video for "Summer Feels Like Summer," dude, he has every single rapper in that video. What's Kanye doing? He's like overweight, he's crying, and he's wearing a MAGA hat. Michelle Obama's hugging him, and in that moment, I realized what a sad thing he's become. Like he used to be this iconic thing, but he's kind of. I think he's just getting old, or he had kids, or he's going crazy with the bipolar, but he's like lost it.
Okay, so
This probably he'll never be on this podcast now. But
it's Childish
I can't argue
Gambino.
with that. What that man just said, I can't argue.
No, I can't either. So Childish Gambino is.
He's relevant.
he's really interesting. He's really smart.
Do you think he's relevant?
Yeah.
Okay,
100%.
This is America, like
Jeez,
Atlanta.
I was gonna be
dude,
like, if you're not, like maybe you're not in touch.
I
No,
like
he's
it.
good.
I
He's
like that
great.
you're like listening and you're able to be open to like what he's saying, because I agree too.
Yeah.
This is what makes a great conversation great.
Yeah.
Is we put our egos aside, we put our opinions aside, and we talk about like the shift that's happened in the culture and the landscape, and like why that shift happened, and like what's like one of my big thing. Well, I fucking love Childish Gambino. Donald Glover is a fucking genius, and it's refreshing to see someone like that doing. Like Atlanta is such a fucking masterpiece, and to have someone that can do stand up and direct and act really well, and then come out with these fucking songs that are, it's so cool. Like talk about like a high level brand. It's
crazy.
Like, that's really cool. But let me ask you this: is Eminem relevant?
fuck no, he's not.
418,000 first week
Well,
says he is.
Now it's your turn to calm down and
Okay.
listen.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm riled up.
418,000. I was gonna. You asked me before Kamikaze came out. I'm gonna say fuck no.
Right.
And that every single album that came out before Kamikaze was garbage for years. I'm saying for a fucking decade. I think he's iconic. I think he's one of the best rappers. But for the last 10 years, I've not been an Eminem fan. When it was the fucking Marshall Mathers LP2 shit, where it was some Beastie Boys shit, I didn't fuck with at all. Like Recovery was cool. The one before Recovery was fucking garbage. I didn't like fucking.
Relapse.
I didn't like what was the one before Kamikaze?
Recovery.
No, before Kamikaze.
Revival.
Fucking garbage.
Okay.
I didn't like it, and when I heard Kamikaze, I thought it was hard.
Yeah, me too. And there's no.
You can't come. You're relevant. We're
But
talking
forget about
relevant.
yeah, and also
418,000 first week is not
Hold on.
relevant.
Yeah, but the kids don't care.
They
Hold on.
obviously do. If Ronnie Jay and fucking Boy Wonder and everyone's producing the records, and Mike Will's producing the records.
Eminem is part of that the previous world of
I agree.
rap.
So what?
With like Nicki Minaj
So what?
and like Push. Well, I'm not done with Nicki Minaj and all of them, and they're literally seeing what you guys are seeing in this. The landscape is completely fucking different. And it's kind of just like what Jordan Peterson said of like the media outlets, like they're putting this crazy Trump did this and then like this did that to like really polarize people so that people still give a fuck about that dying outlet. The exact same thing is happening with Eminem,
Listen to me.
and
Yo,
Nicki
listen to me.
Minaj. Well, I'm not
Listen-
done. And
yo.
Nicki Minaj, Pusha T, like they're releasing Nicki Minaj. What does she do? She collabs with Tekashi. Right? She's like, let me just like
that's
really get in there.
whack.
And then she talks shit on Cardi B, right? New wave, killing it, right? Then she talks shit on Travis for outselling him when she did the exact same merch bundles that he did. And then Pusha T comes out and he hates on Drake, the king right now,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
And then Eminem comes out and he hates on everyone. And then J. Cole comes out and he hates on everyone. They're literally the same thing. They're trying so hard.
Hold on.
They're leaving their claw marks on the throne.
the same way Fox News is doing it.
Exactly.
It's like when you're watching something die, you watch them in their death throes and they get angry, but that doesn't change the fact that Eminem right now is relevant. Right now he is. We'll see what happens in a month and we'll talk about it on the podcast. Right now he is. It might not last though.
I'm gonna say, like, I gotta just have a conversation with you. Are you gonna tell me J. Cole's not relevant?
He is.
But you just said he's not.
Yeah, he's actually not. I shouldn't have said J. He's
Nicki,
not part of that
Nicki
generation.
Minaj to me is not relevant.
He didn't say he wasn't relevant. He used him as an example of one of the older dudes that's hating on the new
But
shit.
he's not.
But
hating.
what? No. 1985. Are you kidding me?
He hated
And
on fucking Smoke Perp and Lil Pump. But there's a lot.
But then
new
before
rappers
that,
he
the
fucks
reason
with.
Lil Pump and Smoke Perp were hating on him was because all these little rappers he was hating. But
He's
what's
just
interesting,
hating.
You
what's
won't even-
dope?
I didn't even get to finish
What?
my fucking point.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
He's
you're right,
hating in more of
Yo,
an intellectual way.
let me tell you, okay? I'm telling you, you're talking about relevance, okay?
Yeah.
Relevance. What is the word
Are
relevant?
is relevance different from culture?
No, but you could talk culture, whatever. But I'm telling you, relevance. If you're fucking J. Cole or you're fucking M, if you're saying culture impact for the youth, okay, I can't argue if you're doing 500,000 first week or 420 first week. J. Cole did 500 first week. Travis Scott did 470 first week. And like, that's relevant to me. If numbers don't fucking lie. I get what you're saying from cultural impact of little kids fucking with M as much as they fuck with Lil Smoke Perp. No, but I'm saying relevance.
Yeah, but you don't know. Yeah, I think you're right, Didier, because like what you're saying, the only way to gauge a lot of the people that like M and J. Cole aren't like on social media as much as maybe the younger people. So just what you're
But
seeing,
they still have young fans.
yeah, I know they do, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying that what he's gauging relevance based on like a semi-limited perception of like what's happening online. So numbers don't lie.
Dude, you can't say you know everything. You're the know-it-all, and you
No.
are the culture.
He's just
I'm
saying-
not saying that.
But I'm
no.
saying you said no, they're not relevant.
No, I
Explain
never said I was the know-it-all.
But
that
numbers,
used the
numbers
culture.
don't lie to me.
A little bit sometimes.
You started the last podcast saying I am the culture.
Yeah, okay. So my exact question to you is, how the fuck is that not relevant?
I'm saying that.
Well, he's just saying
not
his
affecting
opinion.
yeah, I mean,
We're
he's
here to
just
have a
not-
conversation
I don't know if
and
numbers
maybe
really
learn something.
like. It's not about numbers. for me.
It's one of the things.
Yeah,
It's
it is one of the things. But like, I don't think numbers determine someone's cultural impact.
I mean, look,
What does?
Their cultural impact,
But what is the gauge for the cultural impact
the influence they have over that generation.
or influence they have over you in the
I think
generation
no,
or
no,
me
no, no,
in the
no.
generation?
I think it's like the
the-
reason
the-
he sold so much is because all the old heads fucked with it.
With who?
With Eminem.
Yeah, also
they were
he
so
also-
stoked for Eminem. They were
Also-
like, yeah, and they all the parents fucking fucked with it.
also,
Okay. I
You
mean,
know what I
that's a
mean?
pie.
And there's a lot of parents out there,
But
and
not-
like,
not-
but I just don't want to forget my point about J. Cole. Sorry to interrupt, but like, what the reason I think out of all those like the last generation rappers that are hating on the new ones, J. Cole is the dopest one because he talked shit on Lil Pump,
I agree.
and he sat down with him and he explained to him, hey man, the reason I did this is because the first time I heard a Lil Pump record, I was scared because I didn't understand it. And all these kids are fucking with it. And I'm afraid if they fuck with you, they won't fuck with me anymore. That was the most honest, like emotionally mature thing.
Yeah, I
And that
agree.
is the truth.
Yeah, it's a fucking.
And he
it's
said
true.
that.
and
I agree.
I mean, dude, it's just so
I
funny.
agree.
This is let me say,
But
look,
why is Lil Pump not selling even close to that first week? If he's the culture. What if he's such a culture impact? And this is why I said about
I don't think
Tekashi did 60,000 first week. Lil Pump first album did 38,000 first week. I'm just saying from if he is the cultural impact, where's the culture to support someone like Lil Pump or support someone like Tekashi who's saying 9 for 9 but can only move 70,000 records first week? But
Well-
then you got someone like Travis or someone like M or someone like
Well,
J.
I
Cole
never
selling almost 500,000.
I never
Or
said
Dre-
I
or
never
Dre.
I never said Lil Pump and Tekashi were the culture.
Okay, so who is a cultural artist right now?
Travis Scott.
You did say that.
no,
by the way,
I think you did say that, but
but
that's
it's
okay.
Fine. It's fine.
It's okay. I think that we're actually learning
Yeah, this is amazing.
as we talk, and it's okay. And I don't think that there's necessarily like a
answer.
a generalization or like a bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Because like things can come back.
I agree.
Like I think that I honestly think that like that Kanye's next album like could be some whole new crazy shit that just like changes the game.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I hope so.
I believe that he has that in him.
I think so.
I think actually Cole might have that more in him because he's more emotionally grounded. Like, and the thing I love about what you just said about Cole, which kind of brings me back to like what we were talking about in our last podcast, is that Cole is like able to look inwardly and see his truth.
Yeah.
And like M kind of showed that a little bit too on this last interview. But like he's being fueled by anger and rage and he's winning right now. We'll see how long it lasts. And so is Donald Glover. And he's winning right now too, but he's presenting it in this other kind of weird way.
Yeah.
But it's just like interesting to see like you can win off of either one. But I just love that Cole's doing it. Like Cole's okay. Like, because he's okay with himself. So he's good with like, he'll be okay whether he's relevant or not because he already won. Obviously, he's going to take the necessary steps to do the best job he can and be relevant. But I think the only way you can be relevant is if you're not trying to be relevant. And how could you be how could you be an older dude and that not be the main thing on your mind?
This is what I was just gonna answer that question. Is I think the only reason Eminem's album did good is because Eminem was trying to prove he could still be Eminem, and I think he's saying that I did this mixtape and like, oh, I didn't. I think he tried really hard on this mixtape. I think he tried extremely fucking hard to spit and like be kind of relevant in that scene. And I think a lot of people, we're gonna have this conversation is so dope because in 5 months. We're going to fucking know the answer if this fucking thing was Eminem coming back or was it Eminem just doing his last fucking boxer swing. You know what I mean? Like just swinging.
But
and
like,
it's like, this
dude,
is my, like, yo, this is like my Kobe going out.
Dude, that last,
Because his next album, if it's just, you know, it's
what is he
really
gonna
hard.
do?
This was so good because everyone knew his last album was so shitty, and it's the first time that Eminem actually understood, oh shit, I'm not, like, it's not good. And I think that he like went really, really fucking hard on it. Like,
oh my God,
really hard.
I just want to say that, like, regardless of whether he's relevant right now or whatever, like what he did is so incredible.
Yeah.
In his career?
Yeah.
Just the
Oh
fact
my
that
God,
he was
yeah.
able to like,
Dude.
it's like
cemented.
It's
Yeah,
like trying to work out when you're fat.
Yeah.
It's like so much harder. Like when you start looking good, you're like, all right, cool. Like I'm down, right? When you're on top, you're like, all right, cool. But when you're coming from the bottom,
Yeah.
it's actually even worse than that. It's like trying to work out having been skinny, but then got fat.
And then after
And it's like, fuck, I gotta try to get back to where I was. Like, god damn. Like, so like I respect that. And
Yeah.
like when I just woke up this morning and I saw this Eminem featuring Joyce Maynard thing or what's
music
his name?
video.
Joyner Lucas.
Like, yo, I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
It's amazing.
That shit hits hard.
Joyner's hard. Do you
Yeah,
like
he's dope.
Joyner?
Yeah, he's dope.
That song.
That Trump video.
Yeah, yeah.
But so that
I'm
song,
racist.
I don't give a fuck. Honestly, like we could talk about like stupid kids and culture and whatever, because a lot of times their opinion is based on like the way someone branded themselves or whatever. It's just like fucking chaos right now. But like that track is fucking hard.
Yeah.
And they're spitting on it. And it sounds like relevant.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Like, if that
fucking
shit dropped in the club right
that's
now,
Boy
like-
Wonder, dude.
like-
Boy Wonder does all of Drake shit.
So like for me, that's like, yo, you straight up did some shit that's like, that has elements of like the old school
And new shit.
and elements
Trap
of the new
drums.
shit, but then also lyrically took it to like a new level. New level.
You know what's funny is on that fucking record, I thought Joyner was going to wash him. I fucking heard Joyner spit, and I'm like, okay, I don't think Eminem. I think
That's
I
crazy.
think for the first time, Joyner's gonna get like Eminem's gonna get washed on his own song,
Right.
Really fucking
Or
bad.
just outbeat,
And then
yeah.
Eminem came out, and it was like, what the fuck?
He's
bro?
got
It was
something.
crazy.
The kid-
Like from a rapping, from like pure, not relevant, not
Yeah,
culture,
yeah,
yeah.
from like a pure. yo, you're very talented at
Skill.
putting words together like
Skill.
a machine gun.
Absolutely.
Is fucking insane.
Yeah.
I thought I was listening to a machine gun of fucking words just getting thrown at me.
But the tricky
That's
thing,
talented.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
talented. But what's even harder is to have it still be like banging
I hear you.
as you're doing that.
hear you.
And I think he was able to pull that off on that record.
Yeah, the hook's sick.
But like to our point, what we were saying last time, there are some records on that album where it's like dictionary rap.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, dog, I'm not trying to bump this.
Yeah.
But that one, he pulled
on
it off.
Eminem shit.
Yeah.
Okay, now going back to like what will I thomp in the fucking records? I haven't listened to Kamikaze since.
That's the problem.
But how many times have you listened to Astro World?
Like 45 fucking times.
Okay.
I listen to it like at least twice a week.
And that,
Dude, same, dude.
Like I love, like I'll be like
At least.
I'll be at the gym and I'll be like, yo, it's just Stargazer. dog. Like I'll be like, yo, nothing's working. I'll put Stargazer and like that shit will just roll through the end.
so that's the difference between like
A good fucking album.
no, like I think that's the difference between like someone with skill and someone with like talent, or an artist.
Exactly.
Wait, who's the one with skill and who's the one with talent?
Eminem's got skill, but like
Travis Scott's artistry
Travis-
shits on Eminem.
So like,
Amazing. Yeah,
and
true,
like,
true,
I
true,
mean,
true.
dude, this is so crazy because like he's the greatest MC ever. But like, have you ever seen him dress?
It's fucking whack.
Like he doesn't know what's dope.
That- the beard and
like
shit?
he's not
He's wearing the hoodie.
like Travis
the
Scott.
New York hat.
Travis Scott like is an artist.
Yeah.
He's a real artist, and he understands that it's not about skill
100.
and like technical prowess. It's like, does someone wanna like listen to this?
Yeah, I agree. No, that's what I'm saying.
Travis Scott took Atlanta rap and made it art.
Dude, I was talking to my manager
That's
about this
crazy.
I was talking to my manager the other day, and because he manages Khalil, and like Khalil's produced for Eminem, he's produced for Dre, he's produced for a lot of these dudes in like 90s, 2000, everything, right? And I remember talking to Greg, and Greg's like,
Come here.
Greg is like, yo, it's really dope that you like.
This shit is
if you're
so
a really
off
good
center.
rapper,
Is it like moving?
Yeah, I think it might be.
It's crazy. I'm gonna keep moving in, and it just keeps going. Look how much room there is on your side.
How the fuck did that happen?
But how are you gonna be able to fix that? Should we just leave it?
I don't know how it's this cable right here on DDA.
Oh my god, I mean, Wickham, come on, man.
So I told you about the cables, bro. I told him about the cables before.
Wow. But what were you saying?
I was saying, I was talking to my manager. My manager's like, yo, doesn't matter if you could rap really fucking well.
Yeah.
It's about how you market and put a good song together.
Yeah, it's old, and that's so crazy because it's always been about the song.
Yeah.
And it's like there's dudes like Frank Zappa who are
Yeah.
just like super respected, but like
They never have a song.
It's like that was happening around the time of like Pink Floyd. And it's like they
Exactly.
were able to take it to another fucking level.
Oh, that's 100%.
And I love like comparing like this type of shit because I feel like you can compare it. And even though like my particular taste like leans more towards like the older stuff because it's like for whatever reason, like I want to like break it down and I want to like say it's, you know, it requires more skill or like you have to be able to master your craft to be able to do what like, you know, Led Zeppelin or someone did. There is something happening right now with art and music that's like just different and it's its own version of that.
Yeah.
You know, like
I agree.
but yeah, the relevance, I think you first need to define the word.
That's what I was saying. I said,
relevant.
what's like the word? Because like if
but I think what he said is true. It's like
100.
it influences the culture.
I agree.
And it's really fucked up that 15-year-old girls are the fucking
I don't say they're
gatekeepers.
Not. Yeah.
No, Jay-Z said that too. He was
No, they are, bro.
Jay-Z said that.
Do you want to know why?
Well,
Because
clubs.
men want to fuck. That's
Well,
why. And if you look at the animal kingdom, no, forget about the fucking clubs. I don't agree with Jay-Z. Let me tell you why I think this is happening. And let me finish. If you go out into the wild and you look at like the animal kingdom, you have a girl like a peacock or like a bee doing a dance, and like all the males are like, what's going on with her? Like, I'm trying to fuck that. Like, they're all males are competing for one girl.
Yeah.
So the girl
Yeah.
goes, this is what's up. And all the men look at her and go, oh, what? And how many Instagram followers? I mean, the girl's always going to have an advantage.
Look,
They have more numbers.
Yo, only because I fucking DJ.
Because we want to look at them fucking their tits.
When I DJ'd around,
That's it.
and
their ass.
When I DJ in Australia, you go to those fucking clubs in Vegas, you DJ around, right? The only thing that matters is if you're making the fucking girls dance.
Yeah.
Because the guys are always gonna fucking dance.
Yeah.
So you're back to your point. Yeah.
That's one
they
element.
are the gatekeepers.
But that's
Jay-Z
one element of the culture, which
Yeah.
is like club element. But there's other elements I think that are more important, like Instagram being probably the most important.
Well,
And
back
think about girls. Like,
back-
yeah, they
to
run.
Jay-Z,
Instagram's
like-
a girls' game.
that's
he,
it.
he wasn't just talking about clubs too. He was also talking about radio play, about how like the radio's like their biggest demographic is women from the ages of 18 to 35. I think younger than 18.
Well, fuck radio.
And he said if they like,
That's
no,
off.
I know, but I'm saying like that he has a point to what he's saying is like, and to what you're saying too is that like the girls in that age range have some sort of power.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do you
so,
listen?
all right,
do
here
you
we
listen,
go.
Do you what? What are you
No, I'm
gonna say?
about to drop a bomb right now.
All right, go
About radio?
For, go for it. Because
About if we can all agree
we gotta see what you're gonna
that
say.
13-year-old girls influence our culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's why it was doper when we were kids, because the boys influenced the culture. Nirvana, Kurt Cobain, Lane Staley, Bradley Knoll. It was the fucking the kids, the skater kids that told the girls what was dope, and then they started fucking with the guys. The girls liked 311. The girls liked Nirvana. The girls all looked up to those
Sure.
groups.
So why do you think it changed?
Instagram, the internet. That's why I had to
that's not
fucking
true.
say, because look,
Why do you
maybe
think it changed?
Not true.
hold on, let me just finish,
Yeah.
because some girls back then did have a say, but like obviously guys have always been like seekers. Like, I mean, a lot of girls, have dope taste and like they know what's up, but like when I was growing up, it was like me and my
I hear what
friends
you're
were
saying.
more like, we were more into like art. The girls were like trying to do the makeup and like get the guys, but the guys were like going to the shows.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
they were the
100.
ones saying like what we're
But
listening
I
to.
still think it's kind of like that.
Well, I feel like
No, it's not like that.
I feel like you like-
guys just admitted it wasn't like
I
that.
feel like Drake even like chicks love Drake, dude. Like Kiki, do you love? Like,
then
no
guys
guy-
like it too, though.
Yeah, but like, yeah. And I don't
so
think
you think Travis's success is based off the girls?
no.
Well, I mean, it
Travis
has
is
a
an
lot to
He's
do
an
with
artist,
it.
dude. He's a fucking artist.
You know what I'm saying? But
Just the overall culture
Yeah.
is being.
But Kylie Jenner probably.
That's
helps
what I was
with
just
sales.
gonna say. That's exactly what
true.
I was gonna say.
The
Fuck, dude.
Yo, she's
and that's why, like, I honestly, like, you don't know what it was like to grow up when we grew up, but like, dog, like, we had Rage Against the Machine. Like, Zach will fucking smack the shit out of Travis and say something that means something, and the mosh pit will be more aggressive, and the fucking music is just doper. I'm fucking sorry. I'm just gonna say that for all the people out there that think like, oh, like, this is dope. Like, I'm gonna go hard right now, because like when I look on my fucking iTunes and I see that like Kellen and my cousin and my little stepbrother Matt and like Wickham and like all these people are listening to like the new fucking whatever it is, the new Drake or the new Travis Scott, like fuck the new Drake.
You said
Like,
you
I-
liked
said you
it.
liked it.
Yeah, compared to all the other fucking bullshit coming out. But what I want is like some old dope shit, like the fucking
Dude,
M80,
you can't.
the
You gotta
M83 or like the MGMT record that came out. I showed you the song.
You gotta
You said
progress.
it was fucking dope. Remember
Yeah.
that song?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
video was dope. That song was dope. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's listening to that. It's like, what the fuck happened, dude? Kylie Jenner ruined culture. Kim
Kylie?
Kardashian ruined our culture. And we're sitting here like all fucking, this shit is just fucking whack. So there's that. You know, where's Bradley Noel?
I don't
like.
think-
Where's fucking Lane Staley,
Bro, you
Where's
can't.
fucking James Maynard Keenan?
Yo, you're living in the past.
Yeah, dude.
No, I'm actually also living in the present, which is why I like the
I don't
Drake
think
album.
you fully understand.
Which is why I like the Drake album.
But you
No,
gotta
I'm also living in the
progress with the
present,
time.
which is why I like the Drake album. And I listen to the fucking new Travis Scott, and I understand Kanye, and I'm making parallels, and I do, and I did.
But I
get,
think like Motley Crue or like old bands from the 60s and 70s, they hated Nirvana.
I don't really give a fuck about
No,
any of
that's
that.
what it
like,
sounds
I don't
I
think
like Led Zeppelin. I like fucking Rush. I like Nirvana. I like fucking Pat Benatar. I like fucking Creedence Clearwater. I like Bob Dylan.
But I'm talking about like you
no,
can't
Pat,
just hate
I
on
respect.
the new.
I respect your opinion, Pat. But I don't think you understand modern day music. Like you listen to Scorpion, you listen to Astro, you listen to Suicide Boys, but you never play that on your own time in your car.
Well, how do you think I heard it? I listened to it on my
you
own
listen to
time
it,
in my
but-
car.
Yeah, but you
and-
didn't. You don't like listen to it. You know what
No,
I mean?
I like
you don't
listen
throw
to
it on.
and then I go back.
Do you listen to it with like, why is this good? Like, why do people like this? Or do
No,
you listen
I
to it 'cause
listen.
you fuck
I
with it?
listened to that Yeezus album, just
That one you
open.
did, yeah, you totally.
No,
did.
but I did that. I do that with a lot. I did that with the fucking Drake album, and I felt it. I felt what he wanted me to feel when I listened to it, and I felt what Travis wanted me to hear. And I'm like, damn, this shit is like dope. That Sicko song is fucking rad, and the branding is so dope. It's next level, like the gold
Dave
skull.
LaChapelle,
It's
So,
all dope.
Dave
Hold on, let me
LaChapelle.
finish. But this is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And I'm entitled to it. And I think it's the truth. And I think it should be everyone's opinion.
Well, so
But then when I go back and I listen to like whatever, Father John
just
Misty or
can't.
M83, a new music. There's a lot of new music
shit's-
that's like dope. It's just got more depth and it's more
I
artistic.
can't agree.
so
You don't have to. This is just my
you
opinion.
remember when we were talking about if someone said NoFX was bad, they're just wrong.
Well, no, I mean, in
Yeah,
my
I-
opinion.
he
You're
said
just
that.
wrong, dude.
Well, no, that's okay.
There's like there's like good art.
You can't
and
just
you're
say
saying, you're
it's-
saying Stanley Kubrick is a bad director.
No, I'm like proving
you
it.
don't understand.
I'm proving it with something specific, which is that like 13-year-old girls affect our culture more than they did when I was growing up.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
who gives a fuck
and
about
also,
Backstreet
let me
Boys,
finish.
bro.
I'm not
Boy
saying
bands.
I'm not saying Travis Scott's bad. And if you want to talk shit about NoFX, you can say something specific, having listened to their music, and then tell me what you think. But you can't just say they're bad and not have an educated, with an uninformed opinion, right? Like I have an informed opinion that's based on like a lot of like research and experience in and out of the industry. And like I'm not just like saying shit because I'm some stupid person that's not like willing to try to like get behind something new that's dope. Like I fuck with Suicide Boys, but not the way I fuck with Rage Against the Machine.
But you can't like say those people are wrong.
I mean, if Rage Against the Machine and Suicide Boys were guns, Rage Against the Machine would be an AK-47 and Suicide Boys would be like a little Uzi.
Water pistol.
That's it. That's like the way my mind sees it. And when you watch that show that I showed you the other day, when Rage Against the Machine's on stage in front of fucking
At the Los Angeles-
50,000 fucking people, and they're all fucking jumping up, and Zach's just spitting
yeah.
He's saying some of those that fucking work forces are the same that burn crosses, and you're like, oh shit, that's the only line he needed to fucking write for that song. And he just keeps saying that over and over again, and it's just so fucking powerful because he's getting you to think about something that's real. That's like meaningful. He's basically saying, obviously, that like religion and fucking politics are all intertwined, and like we're still dealing with fucking racism on a major fucking level, and fuck that shit. I'm fucking gonna say something about it while being dope and getting you guys to fucking like rage against the machine. It's just like, that's just one example. Forget about Tool and all the other example.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I had this question.
I'm just trying to process that right
Yeah,
now.
I know. It's fire. I've
No, he doesn't think it's fire. He thinks he's still trying to like hate, but it's like,
listen,
not trying to hate. I
Listen,
think-
I have
I
a
think-
question for you.
damn, I
It's a
got
question.
It's
Yeah.
getting hot in here.
Because I had this talk in the studio the other night. I'm like, do you think like rap, hip hop, do you think it's going to get more lyrical? Because more
Something's
people,
gonna
Because
happen.
more people are getting switched on to what's going on in the world right now. And I think where the world is right now, it's like, yo, this dope trap shit selling drug shit's cool. But dude, for some fucking mad reason, I don't know why I think it's the last 5 months, there's been a lot more like push on a lot more like the younger, like we were talking about Corday and shit. And like newer kids that could spit fucking hard.
Yeah.
They spit. And like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like people want to hear something. There is a market for people that do want to hear some shit in their music.
But like
would you say that? Like Kendrick and shit?
Yeah.
People, there's a market.
I mean,
for
dude,
that.
That's
he
why
even
J.
said
Cole's so big.
He even said
But I'm talking
so.
about,
Platinum with no features.
Do you think Corday could get big like that?
Maybe.
I mean, he
I
even
don't.
said
He doesn't really
was-
jump out for me, but
That's
he could.
all right.
Yeah, he
You
could.
never know.
Wickham even said he was getting bored. Like you said that like 2 podcasts ago, and you just said that the music has just gotten like dumbed down.
It's just oversaturated with.
No,
the
but
same.
you literally said.
Oh yeah. Music in general. Yeah.
Right. So
I think the only redeeming one right now is Travis Scott.
Yo, that I don't agree.
I'm not
He's
the only
one.
yeah, I don't mean to say the only, but like the biggest
trap
one.
music?
He gives me hope.
In trap. Okay.
That's it. He gives me
this
hope.
is funny. Do you think Rigos are relevant?
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Okay.
but like
I was gonna see if you said no.
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. You know, you might feel like yo culture too was
The
like
thing-
"Aight,
the thing
that
that
was a long
That
time
was a
ago.
shit ass fucking album, but they're relevant as fuck.
Yeah,
the thing that I'm excited for is like what's next,
I think they're relevant.
and I am hopeful.
What's
for like,
next?
Yeah, like I am hopeful for like a
Wait, you think they're
fusing and a blending.
irrelevant?
No, I think they're relevant.
okay.
Like when Skrillex came out and when he was relevant, it was like, whoa, this is fucking dope.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
but that
I was
faded.
fucking.
too.
I know it did.
EDM fan.
No, I know.
faded so
I'm not saying it
fast.
didn't, but I'm just saying that like I think the world is hungry for something.
Yeah, he's right.
with like meaning. And
Oh, like a new type of music.
just
in general.
something that's like actually saying something that has meaning, that's dope, that's artistic, that's like Tool. Remember Tool? Tool was like
Yeah, here we go.
the back of their fucking album cover had like
Yo, we gotta
California
talk about
sinking.
Talk about something now.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Well, that's why I'm
Yeah,
frustrated.
yeah, I hear you.
That's why I'm frustrated because like I'm like you're a lover of music and
Love.
art in the same way I am, but like you know, I think that you're wanting to see more optimism than there actually is. And
Oh, bro, you can't. That's my opinion.
yeah, it's your opinion,
You
but
can't
I'm just
say
saying.
my opinion now is because I'm trying to be more optimistic than realistic that my opinion is shit.
Well, no, your opinion is not shit. But do you let me just go out. Let me just ask you this your honest opinion. Like, do groups right now like really give you an equal amount of like excitement and passion as like him or like some of your favorite bands growing up? Like,
No.
Well, you can't separate
But-
the
but I
nostalgia
think-
from
I-
that. Are you
I-
kidding
I
me?
think- I think
Are you
my-
even taking the nostalgia back
I
into
think-
it
yeah,
at all?
No, but my thing
Aren't you
is-
just
my
like?
thing-
How do you guys know you're not
Stop.
just getting high off nostalgia?
No, stop.
because
I didn't even.
M83, Vampire
I didn't even
Weekend,
answer.
and Father John Misty are like just as dope to me as like all the nostalgia.
I don't like
groups.
Father John Misty.
That's okay, but I'm just telling you that it's not about nostalgia because I do have groups that I love that are current that just put out albums.
I didn't even answer the question.
But I know I just want him to like let go of the nostalgia thing because me and you are still wanting good new music and we're not.
I like a lot of music today. I love it.
Yeah.
Like I fuck with it heavy, and it inspires me.
I know, but I'm just saying, as a fan of music,
Yeah.
is there anything that does that?
Oh, this is what I was going to
on
answer.
that
I was
level?
going to answer the question is
I'm actually
why
really excited
why
to hear
I
this.
listened to bands like that in that time. My experience, my position in music, what I've experienced in music wasn't where it was today. So I can't because like if I don't know, I was fanning super hard. I was addicted to this band fanning, but I wasn't in the music industry. I didn't see the eye. I wasn't producing. I didn't look at music in a different lens.
So you can't remove that.
Remove that.
Like, I don't think we should
I
be
go
listening.
back and listening to the bands that I was
No,
obsessed with.
I'm
And I don't think
saying-
they're that good.
No, I'm saying when you listen to music today, I think as a appreciator and a fan of the art form, I think that we need to remove our like connection with that from like the business and like. But
Okay.
are you saying you're not?
No, not business. It's just the way I look and love.
Just from like
music.
being like, but you're bringing up like producer and like you're like in it, like, and I think that when you're so in it, it's hard to like
remove myself.
Yeah, and I think that's important to do. So I'm just wondering if maybe that's a part of.
I mean, you know what? It could be. It's you know what's fucked up? Answering that question is I can never listen to a song the same way ever again.
Right.
I can't just sit and like enjoy it. Like for some reason, I'm always like I hear it with like a critical ear of like trying to be like, oh, how do you make that snare? How do you fucking do that? I can't even like, and it takes me like, that's why that Travis shit I was telling you, it's like, cause I am actually like, I don't give a fuck. I'm actually enjoying this fucking record from like straight up really enjoying the fucking record. And then a answer to you though, but like an addiction for a band like I had back in the day. No, I don't have that now. I think I still get super hyped if Kanye will drop a fucking album. I get super hyped if Travis dropped an album, but I'm not like following them on tour and like going die hard.
Yeah, like I remember when Kanye just put out this album, like I was going into it like the same way I went into Metallica's Some Kind of Monster.
Oh,
like I'm genuinely want Wickham to understand this. Like Metallica was like one of my favorite bands. And they just fell the fuck off at a certain point, and they put out Some Kind of Monster and like Saint Anger, and I was like, I wanted to like it so bad because I fucking love them, and I just was like, God, man, what the fuck, dude? They're like getting old and shit. So it's like when I listen to like certain new music, especially Kanye, because I see something in him that's like that resembles what I saw in the artists that we grew up with. It's that like kind of like crazy spark. You know how like certain artists have it? Like X has it. Like Kanye has it. I think Travis might have it. I don't really know.
I don't know enough about Travis.
It doesn't really matter.
That's the one thing we talk about.
The point is that like I genuinely want to like shit. You know? I'm not like when Wickham says I'm in the car listening to it, but not really listening, I'm just sort of like I am able to remove myself because I'm not really in that world anymore. And I think that like you're in it a lot more than I am. So it's going to be a little bit harder for you to remove yourself. Mm-hmm. But I think that like one day you will be able to completely remove yourself even while you're in it, or maybe later when you're out of it.
Yeah, I hope so.
But like, I just want you to know, Wickham, that like, I don't want to dislike shit, you know?
Yeah. I think I think to your credit, like for at your age too, like how tuned in you are is like crazy. Like it's insane that like I'll play a Tekashi song when he was first coming up and you like know who that is.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, and
like, there are actually certain Tekashi songs that I'm like fucking like I've actually listened to that shit in my car.
Tekashi's lit.
Because that shit is fucking aggressive. Sorry to cut you off.
Okay. Yeah, and I think you do deserve a lot of credit, and I don't think there's a lot of people like your age that like that is as in touch as you are, and you put a lot of effort into it, right? But I also feel like me listening to it as a 21-year-old versus you listening to it as a 35-year-old, like you've like lived your life, you've had the youth, you've had the music of your youth. It's almost like inaccessible in a sense.
Like, here's how I'm saying, right? When you were 20, when you were listening to NoFX,
it's hard.
When you were listening to NoFX,
I was listening
in peak NoFX time, and someone told you NoFX was fucking garbage, this wasn't real rock and roll. The rock and roll of like 15, 20 years of like tuned fucking records and Sonic, you would have been like, go fuck yourself.
No, I would have been like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I don't give a fuck because they're playing twice as fast and I understand something you don't.
And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's how he feels about culture now.
But I think I understand it also. Like I understand what they're doing. I really do. I think I do.
No, you do, but it's like being in it.
Right.
And I think DDA is like in it, like being in that world is very different.
Right.
And I don't think you're in the world.
Yeah.
You know? It's
tricky because I am older and when you grow up you change, you know?
Fuck yeah.
And it's just interesting, you know? I hope that something is ready to happen right now.
with music.
Yeah, and I just feel like because of the internet and like these girls and like just the people just like being super artificial, and like I think it's going to be hard for something to become popular.
Yeah.
Also because it's oversaturated, and I think that like what was dope when we were growing up, not, obviously it would look way different. I don't know if that would have a shot today, whatever it's going to be, but I guess it would.
I had this conversation.
You know what though? I think it would, because whoever was doing it would be approaching it from like
this angle,
a young, like woke to like culture perspective. Like Die Antwoord kind of like was on some shit.
But that's,
they're old.
But Die Antwoord's because that's your perspective.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just using them as an example, or like X. Like if X was like way more like, you know, skilled at.
But
like,
how do you know like that's at where we are and where we are and where the generation is and where the culture is? What X did in the little time he was here was exactly what you're explaining. And you're trying to say that he is less talented than, like, if you had like a super dope X. But X of what he did is that of this time.
He is the Kurt Cobain.
He
of
was
this
fucking
generation.
here for he was popping here for like a year and a fucking half. He was
Right.
underground for longer, but that's it. And what he did in his fucking time he was here, Tupac was here for like fucking 10 years. This fool was here for a fucking year. And that's just to show you how fast every culture and everything is going right now, because he did all that. He had to do all that shit in one fucking year. But that impact is what you're explaining.
And I think to like also.
No, I know. That's why I compared him to Kurt.
On the topic of X, like to kind of understand like the difference of being like in it and like being young and like hearing X was like me playing it for you guys, playing X, and like it was like cool, but like you weren't like, this guy's the Kurt Cobain of our generation.
Well, yeah,
you would have never thought that when I showed you that, and like you kind of weren't feeling either, like the Ronnie Jay Distortion shit. Neither of you guys were feeling that, because it was like this new thing, and they had this energy, and like I saw that, and I knew that it was just this new
100.
thing.
Yeah, but
then now after he's dead, it's like he's the Kurt Cobain.
Is it weird that shit's fading in a year though?
What?
All that sound?
No.
Or is it because it's just because everything moves so fast?
I think that like Distortion, that angry rap was like a little inaccessible to the mainstream, and X was the only one
that was
able to like look at me, like he punctured the mainstream. Like Suicide Boys can do it, no one could do it, but then X did it somehow. But now he's like gone. But even before that, he stopped being aggressive and he became like positive, and he, you know what I mean? He had
I remember
slower shit, but I don't know.
Because right after we had that conversation, right after we were talking about X, he came out with that 19 shit, and it was
17.
17. It was completely different than all the stuff that we even had.
And I remember
about.
you're like, what happened to your boy?
What happened to your fucking angry boy? He made a fucking super genuine, super introspective singing album.
And he got the Kendrick Lamar cosign.
Dude.
He changed. He became a better person. He was a terrible fucking person before, and that's why that
100
was so good.
I agree. I mean, it's just dope.
But he also learned, and he grew, and he actually developed a little more skill.
He did.
And what I'm
his
trying,
songwriting.
Let me finish. What I'm trying to say right now is that the reason someone like Kurt Cobain was able to do what he did, coming from a depressed, negative, angry point of view, and tap through to the mainstream on a massive fucking level, is because he had mastered his craft and he was super skilled at it. And the reason I'm using X as an example for Kurt, and what I'm saying is that I hope someone else comes along that has as much skill and mastery that can present the art form, and it will touch me and everyone else and the youth the way Kurt did. And I don't think X had that. I don't think X had mastered.
I think they touched me equally, dude.
Okay.
And I'm a big fan of X. I'm a fucking huge. I used to have a giant Nirvana poster in my room, and like they affected me the exact same way.
I know you can respond when I'm done, and I get that he affected you, but I also don't think if the internet existed, I don't think. What's going on?
Oh fuck! I'm sorry. I keep touching. The
It's
wire.
really not your fault. He's learning still. Then if we had like someone important right there, like this would just be a Barney. You're important, obviously, but you're the homie.
Yeah,
You're not
I'm
gonna
homie.
like
I'm
judge
growing
us.
with
You're not
this.
gonna judge us.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, and I know it's gonna be really hard for you to see this, Wickham. But what I'm saying though is that like without the internet and Instagram and like the way X looked and the way he was presented to the world, I don't even think you would have been impacted the way you were impacted by his music if that's all you had. Because when I first heard Nirvana and when I first heard Weezer, it was through a speaker, and the actual music spoke to me in a way that nothing will ever have that chance to do again, because you see the person before you hear him nowadays.
I think you're like half right, because he blew up because of a mugshot, right?
Right. And that's what you went into it.
No, I went into it because I just listened to it.
Yeah, but you also knew the hype.
No, there wasn't that much hype.
There
when I
was.
found him.
First of all, Steve showed me X before you did. First of all.
Well, I knew about X before I showed you.
I know.
X didn't come into my world when I showed
It's
you.
not a competition.
No, I know you did, but I'm just saying that there.
Who cares a
No,
fuck?
my point is that there was a groundswell happening.
Yeah. But that's obviously
And
'cause
he can't,
get big.
he can't, it's hard for him to recognize
A groundswell?
like this viral Instagram generation and like the hype. He can't, it's hard for him to recognize like how that affects the way he perceives something. And he wants something to be his.
To Wickham?
Yeah. So desperately. No, he wants something like X. Like he wants to have his thing, like
I
Suicide
gotcha.
Boys, like the same way that you had him. Like that
Yeah,
was like
yeah,
your
yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
thing. And he wants that, and that's what he got. He got X. That's what kids like him got.
Yeah.
And like that's cool, and I get it. But I'm just saying that I hope one day soon someone's going to come along with more skill and mastery than X and present it to the world in a much better way, because I personally don't think he presented it in like that dope of a way.
Gotcha.
I mean, it was cool. It was like, I get what he was doing, but like there's no musical mastery there.
This is just, I don't agree of no mastery, only because what the culture is right now is not just music.
Right.
It's branding. We
Right,
just talked
right.
about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And he's a master
Yeah,
of the culture and everything. Of
Yeah, I
his
wonder-
social media, his marketing,
yeah.
his music,
Yeah.
the fucking fights with Drake, the whole thing.
Yeah,
his
I don't think he
music,
was
it's
a master brander.
I think
he was just doing him. I think
no,
he was
I'm
like,
saying
he was
he's
really
being
genuine
him.
in
I'm
who he
saying,
was.
listen, this is going way past that. Listen, he's saying I need someone to be as fucking gifted as Kurt Cobain,
Well,
right?
practice,
But I'm
too.
saying he is, and you're saying he's not a master. He mastered that. Him being him and what he gave to the world. He's the master of what the culture is now.
Yeah, well,
Whether he tried to do it on purpose or not, that's a fucking master, because he fucking influenced the masses.
yeah, and
That's
and-
a master.
No, I know, and personality and looks are important.
And you're telling
but
me,
it's not.
and you're gonna tell me if Kurt Cobain's it wasn't?
Oh,
the long blonde hair,
No, I'm not
fucking,
gonna-
that's the whole
I'm
thing.
not going to say that. I just said it was important,
But you said, but
it didn't come first.
Some people heard X's music before he saw him.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't say
but
He was in
nobody
jail
ever
when he
saw
blew
him.
up, dude. He
Look
couldn't
at me,
release a
look at
music
me. He
video.
was in jail.
He was in
I know
jail when he was
I
blown
know he
up.
was, and that mugshot got bigger than any of his fucking songs.
I mean, like at the end of the day, like on my deathbed, I'm
Not
gonna
any
be,
of his songs.
on my-
he had bigger songs.
on my deathbed, when I'm thinking about like my greatest experiences in life and like my experiences with art, which is like the reason I live, at least, like
Yeah.
to like experience like amazing art forms that,
Yeah, I
that
agree.
change, and they touch me on like a level that nothing else can, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna care that X. Like I'm not gonna be thinking about X's mastery of like a skill.
I know you're
that
not.
fool fucking touched me, dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's it.
I know.
On the level that no one ever
Yeah, I
else
love
did.
it.
No, I get
I'm
it.
agreeing with you.
No, yeah.
I get it too, and I'm agreeing with you too. I just, that mugshot did something.
No, dude.
I mean, come on. First of all, let me ask you this.
Mugshot can't influence the world like that.
Oh my God, it so did. It started the whole thing. That mugshot, do you think that was planned? I mean, I wonder how that all went down. That was so perfect.
Why are you holding on to this mugshot thing, dude?
Well,
why can't you just accept that he was great without it? Like, why is that so hard to accept?
Because I don't believe he would have been the same person without
without the mugshot?
or his look or his.
I don't know.
I don't think,
I think the mugshot was a good look.
I think
look, I think the mugshot might have been his opportunity, right? He got a marketing boost off it, but there's a ton of people who got the marketing boost, and that's why they're called one-hit wonders, or they don't succeed at all. Yeah, he got the opportunity, but what he did with his opportunity far surpasses the fucking mugshot.
Yeah, so you're saying he mastered the art of branding.
So how
No,
did
no.
Nirvana like, was it when they got signed to Sub Pop, or like how did they, like, what was their like quote unquote mugshot?
He's not there to fuck. There's a groundswell on Nirvana. Too.
Yeah, like it's the
You know?
same shit. They didn't just come out of nowhere. And
They're just like, yo, Kurt was this crazy.
Well, that's actually the point. They didn't. X did. He literally came out of nowhere.
That, I'm gonna say it. Well,
I mean,
to
no,
who?
he was pretty
Sound,
big in Florida
on
and like
sound.
underground
Come
Florida.
on, dude. Nirvana toured for years. Years. They fucking conquered the Seattle scene. They fucking mastered the craft of performing and songwriting, and they fucking put in so much fucking work. It's not the same, dude, and it's okay. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that we have to be able to recognize
That you put in
that
work.
dude came out of fucking nowhere. He had some fucking friend of his with a laptop. They don't really fucking know what's up, but this mugshot and the branding and all this shit popped up, and it was just like, it just went. It just fucking came out of nowhere, and it went, and then he fucking died a year later. And if it wasn't for all his Instagram rants and his fucking hair and his tattoos and all the crazy shit he was saying, I don't think he would have made as much of an impact on the world. If it was just music and all you had was Nirvana's music and all you had was X's music, I don't think they would have made the same impact. And that's because we live in a different time where branding and image is so fucking important. It could be more important than the fucking music. And I know that it's going to be almost impossible for you to see that because you grew up in this time. But I'm just trying to shed a little bit of light on like that being a part of the culture shift that we're experiencing. And in my opinion, it's contributing to the deterioration of music and the art form.
I just don't. I can't agree with you that Kurt.
That's okay, but there's going to be
Kurt
some other
Cobain's
people.
fucking image and the way he looks and his branding and Courtney Love and that whole fucking thing.
I never said
Sid and Nancy. Like it was the fucking. Kurt
When did I
Cobain
ever
Courtney.
say that wasn't important?
But you did. You said just.
But you're discounting X because he had that.
No,
because
I'm
he
not
had it.
discounting anything. I'm saying if there was no
Just music to
image,
music.
and if it was just music,
Yeah.
and you put them both side by side,
Yeah.
I think one would have impacted the culture and one wouldn't have. That's what I'm saying. I think that
just can't.
I
argue.
think
This is
that
crazy.
Kurt's.
It's not even. It's a hard discussion to have.
No, it's really
I mean,
hard.
Like,
Super
what,
hypothetical.
I mean, what, like, argue? Like,
But
what
I
would you
think
say?
that there are people that
can't.
are
Like,
listening to the podcast that will either agree with me, and there are other people that won't agree with me. And I just think it's an important.
Battery exhausted. It was at 100%.
I just think it's an
Just these
interesting.
cameras.
It's an interesting and important conversation to have, and I'm not necessarily saying I'm like open. I want to be open to it.
I just how
But
can,
it's just
how-
hard.
do you think you can judge? And this is not saying I'm like you. I'm saying in general. Do you think you can
Is that not
judge?
plugged in?
It is.
Oh, but it's plugged into the computer, not into a power source. That probably was what it was.
It's worked fine before. I always played in there. It's just we've been going for a long. We've never gone this long.
Yo,
what it is.
I'm like I'm gonna fucking lose my thought, and it was a really good thought.
Do you think
let's
I
hear
can
it.
judge?
I'm really interested in what
do
DD has
you
to
think
say.
you can judge the cultural impact that X had on the culture now as what Kurt Cobain did to your culture? How can you judge how that kid is feeling versus how you felt with Kurt Cobain?
Well, no, I just know that X had a major impact. I mean, look at Jamie.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
saying
it's
that
fucking
kid,
crazy.
that kid. But you said that
No, I'm not dismissing the impact he had.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not like hearing me.
I am hearing
No,
you.
you're not. You're not hearing me.
Do you think
You're
the
not
music,
hearing
like if
me.
you stripped like the impact, the culture, and everything, and
Yeah,
the image
this is
and everything?
exactly what I'm fucking saying.
Okay.
He's saying no, the music's not fucking good. But how are you
I'm
going to
actually-
tell?
I'm actually not saying that
That's
either.
not good. You're saying fucking Nirvana.
Yeah, you are
music
saying
is
that.
better
No, I'm
than.
not.
Yes, you. Oh, now you definitely said that.
I'm not. I'm saying it's not as good.
That's
it's
fine.
not as skilled.
Oh, that's fine.
It's not the same. They didn't. I'm not. I think some of his shit is dope.
But this is what I'm
And I
saying.
think some of his-
Can
but
you?
don't- but I don't-
But let me finish. Can you judge what a 20-year-old now in his culture thinks is fucking dope? They might think Nirvana, Kurt Cobain's not even close to as dope as fucking X.
They don't.
So this is what I'm saying. It's a two different impacts of musical tastes.
Yeah, I know.
So you can't just say Nirvana was better.
But when you're having this kind of, first of all, when you're having this kind of conversation, you have to leave like. We're trying to have a difficult conversation to have. And
I
we're
love
trying
it.
Yeah, I know, but like you have to first of all not make like overgeneralizations of what I'm saying, and you have to.
I'm
pay
not
attention.
I'm literally speaking back
He's
what
not-
you're
he's not
saying
overgeneralizing.
verbatim.
I never said that that Kurt's image wasn't important. I never said that.
Okay.
Okay. And you said I said that.
Okay.
Right. We can't do this like polar thing. If we want to have like a
No, but
healthy
you said
discussion,
Kurt
No, let me
Cobain-
finish. I also have repeatedly said that I think X was dope,
I know that.
and I think that a lot of his music was dope. But you just said I thought his music was shit.
No, you said if you just took music, nothing else, Kurt's music is better than X's music.
That's exactly what I said. But
And-
what
and-
you said I said was that X's
Okay,
music is
so-
shit. No,
so
let me
you know what
finish,
he
dude.
said.
Let me finish, Wickham, because I first want to make a point about having this kind of conversation and how it's dangerous when you get into these pit holes. That is what I said. But what I didn't say was that his music was shit.
I never said you thought
yes,
it was shit.
you did.
When did I say I
You
thought
just
his
said
music was shit?
You just said that, didn't he? He just said
Dude,
you
it
think
doesn't
X-
matter. What were you saying about the like,
You can't-
X's,
regardless-
the point is about X's music versus Kurt Cobain's music.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
You can't fucking say what I think, how I feel about it, or how.
How do you
people
personally feel about it?
Dude, I can't say why someone impacted me more than others.
Well, that's
you're
not
gonna,
what we're
You're
talking
gonna trip
about.
out
No,
right
not-
now.
not-
I'm
not
not
impact,
I
like
wasn't
music.
a big Nirvana fan.
I mean, that's not even what we're talking about, Wickham.
So-
Like, we keep going into like our personal opinions. That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, but
and I
also-
do think that having certain like guidelines on how to have these conversations
What do
is
you mean?
important.
They're just having a
Well, you
conversation.
can't put when you put words in my mouth.
Bro,
Dude, pass.
I'm
Let it
not
go.
putting words.
Just let it go.
If I did, I didn't mean to. I still understand your point.
And that's okay, but I'm just saying that we need to be aware of it moving forward.
Okay, so back to the point.
It doesn't matter. What I'm saying to you right
Can
now
you
is
just-
of agree. I agree with you, even though I don't even mean.
But like he's saying it doesn't matter, but it like does. It does matter.
but it
What did I say it
doesn't
doesn't
because it
matter?
doesn't.
you're like, it
change
doesn't matter. What do you
mean.
think? It's like, no, it does matter. It does matter that I never said his music was shit. That does matter. And he did say that I said that. And when you say that, it makes it like twists the conversation into this
Okay,
weird
yeah. I get what you're
place.
saying.
And it's like, it's really, we're never going to get anywhere if we all are doing that to each other.
Okay, yeah.
Like he's dope, Kurt's dope.
But you said Nirvana's better than X.
There's a certain level of mastery. I mean, you're also like,
So yeah, so okay.
So this is
So
going
now-
back to my point. Okay, you think it's better. That's cool. I'm saying in my original first question that started all this, do you think you can judge a person who loves X's taste now versus your taste when Kurt was around? Why
Dude,
is your taste
how old were
better
you when
than them?
Nirvana
First
came
of
out?
all, what I'm saying is that image and branding.
I'm talking about the music now.
Yeah, I know, but you can't. You're like, you guys keep wanting to like bottom line shit and use the word good or better. Like that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking
But
about
you
different
said that.
landscapes, and what I said is a long thing. It's not like one thing.
Okay.
It's like branding, image. How something's presented today means so much more than it did before.
Yeah, I
Before,
agree.
all you heard was the music. Like, I don't want to do the like generalization bottom line thing because it's not. We're never going to get anywhere.
I'm not
with that.
bottom lining. I'm just.
You're saying you want me to say that this thing is better than this thing, but it's not that simple.
But
The conversation is more about like the landscape and why these things are working, as opposed to what it was before, and the oversaturation and the branding and the marketing and the image and like the presentation, and that being so much more important than it was then. And also there's other issues about the bar being set higher then. Not everyone could make music then, which requires people to have more skill then than they did today. Like these are complex. That's why podcasts are so dope, because you're talking about like long form things and complex things. And when you try to like overgeneralize them by just saying, like, this is better than that, like you can't do that. Like, because a lot of people are going to think X is better than Kurt, and that's okay. But what I'm trying to do is just sort of paint a picture of like what it was and what it is and why I have the opinion that I have. And it's only my opinion.
What?
Sometimes I get crazy and like throw out funny shit like truths, but it's not, you guys know that I'm just like fucking around kind of, you know?
My thing is,
I didn't know that.
I have a question for you. Why?
Well, dude, that's just how I get. Like,
you said,
I just say that like I'm the truth.
How am I supposed to know?
Oh yeah. No,
Come
he's
on.
joking.
You
dude,
can't
yeah.
actually think that like that I think my opinion is like the truth.
He says-
Sometimes you're pretty convincing.
It's the truth for me.
yeah, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, but Didier knows me, and that's just like me, like doing like the fucking the Office thing.
I still
with, like,
said.
Gary.
All the only thing was saying was I don't agree that you said X would have never been famous if he was under circumstances where Kurt Cobain was. If he didn't have all the press and all the media and everything, like his music wouldn't stand.
Yeah, I mean,
He didn't even have that much press.
I
or
obviously
media.
don't know that.
Bro,
I
Not
obviously
when he
don't.
was coming up. Like, it was
No,
just
not
the-
when he's coming
Yeah,
up.
it was the
Obviously, I
mugshot,
don't know
dude.
anything for sure. But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is that like
I hear what you're saying.
the art that Nirvana was putting out was, I mean, words can't describe how that's different from like the art that X is putting out, and how I think that his image and his perception was so important and so pivotal on how people were listening to it. And it was like that allowed it to be shitty. I mean, first of all, image is always important. It was with Nirvana and it was with X. So for you to dismiss that is crazy.
No, I don't think his image wasn't that crazy.
It was pretty iconic.
But like it because he was him, but like he wasn't like Tekashi, where it's like his whole thing is rainbow shit.
No, it was
like,
way worse than that. It was an actual mugshot of a black dude with white hair and then black hair, and like it was way crazier than, because Tekashi was a fucking joke. This dude was like, whoa, this motherfucker is like for real, because he's in prison and he looks like that with a red ink. Like it was like the image couldn't have been planned better, which I don't think he purposely planned it that way. I think he just I think it was just like the perfect time. Perfect thing, perfect time, groundswell.
I feel like if there was like this artist that you want that's gonna be like that meaningful, skillful person, like
I'm
even
just hoping.
even if that artist came out, I have a feeling that
recognize it?
I have a feeling that you wouldn't recognize it, and you'd hold on to something like mugshot or branding as an excuse to not
Well, first of all,
that's my
you
point.
can't understand it. Like,
First of
if
all-
it did come out, you wouldn't hear it.
If X's music was like incredible, I would fucking
To
want
you,
That's a
incredible
fantasy,
to
dude. That's
you.
never happening.
Incredible to you.
That artist is like never gonna happen, because if it did happen,
I would like
you still
wanna,
wouldn't.
I don't know.
I've tried to fuck with him so many times. Like I want to love him because I love that branding. I'm not going to ever like dismiss dope shit because of the branding.
Yeah.
I dismiss the branding because the shit's not fucking dope
To you.
to you.
to me.
Yeah. That's all but all you can go on is your own opinion.
But I'm also kind of taking it one step further, which is I think part of what this podcast is about, which is like trying to decipher culture. And that's why it's me and him, because like I come
it's
from
amazing.
a different culture.
No, that's why I said it works so well.
And I think it's important for us to not get like heated and shit, which we kind of did a little bit here, which is okay.
I don't know. I thought it was a good
No,
conversation.
it was great.
It's fire.
And it's,
Didier kept his cool the whole time.
I'm just
He's
yeah.
chilling.
it just gets,
just like
it's going to get tricky to talk about this kind of shit.
it's great that we could talk about it though.
Yeah, and
needs to be
but
talked
but
about.
I think that like the opinion, like my opinion, your opinion, like that's like already known. Like we need to try to like transcend that a little bit, right?
My opinion's not known.
Well, maybe I don't know. I mean, do you know?
Do I know what my opinion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my opinion.
Okay, so then what? I mean, what is it then?
My opinion is what my culture is right now.
You're
in
saying
the world that I'm in.
You're saying it's not known. What does that mean?
You're saying my opinion of what I think. Like your whole setup of your whole show is very wide. You guys are two generational opinions. And you're asking me what's my opinion, and my opinion is what my opinion is right now. Is the culture of my experience with them, but I'm in the culture
And
now.
you're not necessarily like wishing it was a different way, or you're not like I'm kind of like
No, I don't think
yeah
like that.
And that's dope.
I'm hopeful. I'm like super optimistic and hopeful.
I am
with
too.
the music. Yeah, of course you are. But I'm still inspired by new music.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, and I actually like really, really want to be in that place.
I think you are at some point.
Sometimes I am. And like,
You know what
I
I
just
mean?
want to make sure, like, do you believe that I want to be inspired and I really want to hear music that's like,
Yeah. But I find you're like a really like complex person to like figure out. And like, I'm usually pretty good at figuring people out, but like, you're like, I just like, sometimes you're just blowing my mind. And like your ability to be like extremely open-minded,
right.
but simultaneously close-minded
Yeah.
is insane.
I know. It's like new character, old character.
It's crazy.
I know.
But
It's-
you put it together.
Yeah.
Like it's in like perfect harmony. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't
And-
know how to like respond.
Al-
You're like-
also, I just want to like say like sometimes I go a little bit hard because my emotions
So
get
amazing.
carried away
That's
with me.
why you like them.
But I think that's also exciting and interesting to listen to. But I kind of want to apologize for just like shitting on like the whole culture.
It's okay.
Right now because
it's okay.
I really
open-minded and just went from closed
Yeah.
to open.
I really don't want to do that. And I also want to say that I am old, and it probably is very difficult, if not almost impossible, for me to perceive things the way you do. Like, I just want to say that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And I think that this is a great social experiment, like moving
Sick.
forward to like I'm actually going to really listen to that Travis Scott album.
Oh, the
like-
whole album?
Like, I kind of did.
I would listen to,
but I didn't like really,
Skeleton.
really,
I would,
really, really.
I would dive into rodeo first. I think rodeo is a better.
Yeah,
album.
this dude. He wants you to follow this.
I will,
this
but what
catalog.
about like? But what about
Then
the social?
skip
Yo,
beats in the trap.
you're
after.
watching the new Star Wars now? You gotta see the whole.
Yeah.
But I feel like
But skip Beeves in the Trap, which is like the prologue.
Yeah,
It's the prequels.
I mean, you want to go the Owl Pharaoh shit.
But I
Okay.
feel like we should do it on both ends, right? Like, so I do believe,
should- yeah.
I believe that you really tried to fuck with Father John Misty,
I did.
and
yeah.
I fuck with that. But like, what did you think when you saw that Rage shit playing the other day, and you were listening to it? Like, what were you thinking? Like, maybe I could listen to this, or were you just like, oh, it's old, fuck it?
Oh, it's a
I was
good
thinking,
fucking
man,
question.
I wish there was someone like Rage Against the Machine right now.
That was his point, though.
No. But it's
That's what I'm
different.
saying,
It's,
though.
no.
it's different.
No. It's different because like I'm not saying no one talks about political shit. Plenty of rappers. It's like, come on.
not like
and I'm
that.
not saying
That's
no
why I
one
fuck
talks
with
about
Wickham so
and I'm
much.
not.
Like
I'm,
that.
I'm not saying like no one talks about like what they talk about, right? It's just their combination of those was amazing. And no one has that combination of like the anger plus political shit. But I'm not saying, oh, just because no one has that combination that the whole generation's whack.
No.
They were just like almost like a once in a lifetime anomaly of
Rage?
like, whoa, they nailed
Rage is a once in a
they
lifetime. No.
or like once in
Along with Tool, along with Sublime, along with Nirvana, along with fucking Stone Temple Pilots. Right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
there
but-
was a
but-
lot
but-
of those
but then-
when we were growing up.
But then I stop there. Then you take it to they're better than like, oh, all this sucks because that's where it should stop.
well, that argument could be made, and that's why we're here, is to try to make it.
This is so good.
I mean, that's it. Like, I
Fuck
mean,
'em.
that's
I mean,
it.
it's the whole look, man.
But you missed one thing about
We've
Rage.
been talking like about this for like 2 hours, and we're just as enthused as we were when we first started talking about it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't want to talk about it because they stop with the whole opinion thing. Oh, that's just your opinion.
Yeah,
And it's
which
like-
is so boring.
It's
dude.
so boring because like I do feel like it's very difficult to talk about art and shit, but if we can all agree that like Stanley Kubrick is just like straight up like a great director, then I think we can all agree that like certain
Is
artists,
he like the status quo?
there's a
Is he like
museum.
the equilibrium?
Him and Tarantino.
It's just fun to talk about
Alfred
this
Hitchcock
shit.
and
But the
Steven
other thing about
Spielberg.
Rage that's crazy is they were like super popular too.
Yo.
Yeah, see that then there was like another element to the
It's
popularity.
like upside down
Or even-
American
or
flag.
even
They,
like,
they were fucking winning
Even at
Grammys, bro.
Nazi, Tim was like, they were like changing elections. I was like, were they really?
Yeah,
And
like,
I
you
looked
didn't-
it up and I was like, whoa.
So and that's the
that's
other
kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's the
That's
other
kind of like sick, dude.
and that's the other cool thing
I would have
about
loved to have been a part of that.
yeah, that's the other cool thing about Nate is like he got into like Tool for a minute and like tripped on that and was like,
Lateralis,
yo,
bro.
I've
fool.
never listened to them.
Well, I just there's a lot of other group like he kind of was able to like, and then like got into Tribe and like, you know, it was fleeting. Like he got hyped on it for a minute, like, and I think the attention span of the newer generation is a little bit shorter. But yeah, definitely a lot more to come, and I think that as we keep moving forward in this arena, we'll get better at like talking about shit. And,
Yeah.
and like, you know, kind of know like when we're starting to get off track and like try to take it back, because it's like the same way Jordan and Joe talk about stuff. Like it's like you ever notice when Joe's talking to someone about like the World Trade Center thing, and then the person tries to like go to like some other topic, he's like, no, wait. We got to finish this one first.
Yeah.
Like we got to like sort of be systematic.
He's good.
Yeah. Like when we have to sort of stay focused and try to be systematic about, especially in this topic, because it's like super like nuanced and like
It's abstract.
the only way to do this
But
is
there's like there's just great content.
yeah, there's a lot of great
Talking
stuff.
about the culture. No, but like this whole conversation, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think
It's
we
not
achieved-
this strategized.
And I
like,
love that.
known
I love
way.
that Wickham inherently like knows like what's relevant.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Like he just kind of, because he's younger, he kind of like has this like sense for what's relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said something like you like, even though the sales aren't there,
Yeah.
there's just something about Tekashi that's relevant, right?
Yeah.
And there's just something about Eminem that's like not relevant, even though right now he is, and we'll see what happens. I can't wait, you know. And then you bring Childish Gambino. It's like a whole different form of relevancy. It's
Yeah.
so cool. Like I really liked that part of it, you know. But we'll
Wait, you analyzing the whole podcast?
yeah, kind of. I'm doing like a little summary.
A little wrap.
Yeah, he like sometimes after the podcast, he'd be like, that one part that we talked about
Dude,
this.
it's
Yeah.
Were you
so-
thinking about that
that's
while we were recording it?
I was like so in the.
Yeah,
No,
he does
I
that.
literally, I'm so in the conversation. I'm like, wait, are you doing a recap?
Yeah.
Well, I'm like kind of like also wanting to like affirm Wickham a little bit,
Yeah.
you know, because like I think that like there's been some affirmation towards me like naturally or whatever. I don't know how it happened, but like I just want to like make sure he knows and the listeners know that like his youth and like his like drive and like his love for like culture and art and like the music is like makes him like a credible source when
That's
it
why I
comes to,
fuck with Wickham. man.
yeah, everyone does.
That's why when I met him, I fuck with him.
So that's kind of a part of it's almost like thanking, you know, like
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming on the
Yeah.
I
podcast.
love this podcast.
You bring a good
this shit's
balance to me
amazing.
and Pat.
And
This
also
shit's so much fun.
like I really want to thank like anyone who's like listening. Like that's so cool. Like thank you.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, I mean, when
You're a real one.
especially like right now when there's so much that you could be focusing on. When people take their time to like listen and give you that energy, it's just fucking amazing.
Oh, you got the video back up. That's okay. I mean, we're still figuring out. I think that like the most important thing, we could just wrap it here.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
word.
we'll keep talking about.
Fire.
All right. Like,
But like the YouTube.